Woo!
Let's go. Let's go. As I burn up all right. Cool. Let's do a little check. Make sure we are on.
It's your
Are
boy.
we
I'm check.
on? Mic check.
What?
Ooh up. Mm-hmm.
Microphone check.
Sounds
It
good.
is Jesse. I'm horse Dr. Thor.
Hey. Okay, let's pull.
In the house.
I wish you could open these separately.
Seems fine.
What's that?
With what?
Cool.
Sound.
Got it.
Sound seems fine.
Sound seems good.
Great.
Yeah. To me as well.
Okay.
I just hear the sound of my own voice, so it's terrible.
It's like wearing a mask on my ears.
Well, welcome. Thanks for joining us for this very special edition of Burn Bryte. It's been quite a long time that we've been paused in this wormhole of events that has kept us kind of away from playing this game. But we have everybody here and excited to get on with this very exciting end of chapter for this campaign that we've been running almost for a time every week for about like a year and a half, and then not for like 4 months. So
Annual
actually,
means
been
once
longer
a
than
year,
that.
right?
Oh,
Yeah,
Annual podcast.
yeah.
it's the annual podcast. That's right. So welcome to your Burn Bryte experience, our final episode of this season of Burn Bryte. A lot of stuff has happened, and we'll get right into that. But welcome to How to Kick Flip a Horse, a adventure cast, as I like to call it, where we do some role playing, we do some games, and we do a lot of really fun and interesting stuff, focusing on friendship, of course, and creating lovely stories to remember for the decades. With me, as always, we've got the crew of the Inconsequential Space Egg, also known as Gesso.
Woo! Hey, it's me, Jesso, and I'm going to play Horse Dr. Thor, the Oranian pilot.
And we've got Ivan.
Hello, I'm Ivan, and I will be playing Oravona, the Eno journalist.
And we got Tommy.
Hi, I'm Tommy. I'm going to be playing Shan, the sentient pile of bugs.
That's right. And last but of course not least, Paul.
And I'm playing Prisoner, a shape-shifting plastic being.
And I am Ari, and I will be playing everybody else. Welcome to How to Kick Flip a Horse.
Wow.
And a new short intro.
Smoke weed every day.
All right.
Ooh.
Yes, welcome to the one and only podcast that has not happened in a long time. So I want to do a little bit of catch up with you all to kind of
catch up.
remind everybody what's been going on and just kind of get us in the right headspace. So you all have been following a trail of clues and information that have led you to the spaceship Desperation, which you're on right now. It's actually a space station. The idea was you have gone through cults and you've gone through different gangs and different groups, different planets, and everything has kind of led you to this moment. The objects that have been stolen, the plasma that's been stolen, all these different factions have been working towards creating something called the Valero Space Shot. And that is as you're learning now, a ceremony that will take a planet, or they are creating kind of almost like a black hole kind of situation that will launch several planets of a star system into the burn hoping that it will stop the burn, taking millions of lives with it. As you boarded the space station, you saw some old friend, the people that worked for the Daylight Guild. You also ran back into Yawa Rainsfruit, and of course, your very favorite friend, who turns out has got a lot more going on, Tellin apostrophe. So, as you continue into this, you have learned that the ceremony, of course, has started, and this ceremony is taking these vials. You see these urns in the middle of this room, and filling with plasma, using plasma ghosts as well to help fuel it. There is, at one point, looked like there was 9, but they look like they're about more than halfway through, as 4 of the remaining urns are still being worked on. You find yourselves in different locations. Right now, Horst, you have been brought into the room and are tied, if you will, bound to the ground using some kind of energetic ropes. As Yawa is kind of activating this very ancient being that is being used to kind of end the things. Around the ceremony site, you see a couple of scientists and a couple of religious figures who are continuing to move around, making this thing happen. You see a lot of the slug-like creatures, the Zavoi, right? There's the Zavoi, right? And you have freed some of the plasma ghosts and are now over on this section. You have kind of quelled the resistance, as you will, that has been trying to stop you from releasing the ghosts. And do you know that there are some soldiers and some minions that are coming your way? The really interesting thing is Tellin, who you had seen before, who had been pretending to be your friend, in fact, has proven to not be your friend, and in this case proves that he's got a lot more hiding. As you were doing damage to him, you kind of saw his face crack, and not in the way that you normally would see Rornan kind of crack, right? So they kind of are full rock-like creatures, and they kind of Olrons crack. So when those creatures crack, they kind of just chip off like any other type of rock. However, when Talon's face cracked, it was almost like this eerie light was emanating from inside, and he closed the door and took off. So you are all now fighting against it, fighting against the clock as you continue to decide what you're going to do. The sound of space fights and, is happening outside as you had kind of put together an armada of ships to come help
all our friends
stop these things. Yay. And you can still hear the battle raging outside. In fact, if you were to see a porthole, you would see that there are lots of ships still fighting on both sides. Splitting factions that were before working together are now working against each other, as you learn that a lot of this organization of the Order of Heroes has kind of infiltrated a lot of different groups. And so you have kind of a crazy war happening outside. But inside, you are fighting to protect what is going to be the end of this, this ceremony. So with that being said, I'm trying to think where we should start. Actually, why don't we do this? Why don't we start off with Horst? Why don't you give me an attempt to break free of these bonds, as Oro has taken a pad that has the information to control this being on it, and Yawa is kind of focused on that. You have a chance to kind of wriggle yourself free. So cool. What would you like to do to try and get out of these restraints?
Well, I have previous evidence that I've used a D12 for power before, so I'd probably just try to break out of that.
Okay, cool. Give me 3d12s. For those of you that haven't seen this or haven't played a while, the way that Burn Bryte works is you roll 3 dice or however many challenge dice there are. Your job is not to match. If you do not match, you have passed. As you begin to pull against this, a piece of the ground begins to loosen up, and you are breaking the ground instead of the binds. So as you pull up one of your arms, you've got this kind of
Natural armor.
well, it's not so much armor as much as like a weapon. You've kind of got like now like this whip with this energetic
yeah.
kind of this energetic chain, if you will, connected to this piece of floor that you just ripped out of the ground.
Oh, fuck yeah.
He's so strong.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
What is holding this station together? Toothpaste?
Yeah, this station you could tell was very shoddily put together as you look around.
must have
As a
used
No
reminder,
kidding.
as a reminder, this station was put together using various different technologies from very different locations, and you can see it's kind of pieced together piecemeal and not very solid, but you know,
Paper mache.
they didn't care.
Oh, bajo.
All right, so with that being said, you have your one of your arms free. You can see that Yawa, who has taken a couple steps towards Oro, and you've got this other soldier who is about to make a grab at you. So what do you want to do, Oro, as this soldier comes trying to grab that pad back from you?
I would like to prevent him from doing that.
That's a good idea.
My first instinct, given the sort of desperate and crowded situation I find myself in, is I'm gonna bite him. I think.
Yeah.
Cool.
Because my hands are full. He's a little close to shoot. There's these other guys right next to me. I don't feel like it would be advantageous to. Oh, but I have to hit another target, or I have to hit a target with an attack, and then
That's all
spend
right.
a Nova point. Okay, what is my weapon currently? Laser rifle. All right.
I mean, you could use that. I won't necessarily say
Alright,
that
cool.
you need to use it. I think a bite will suffice as a.
Well, I have to hit him with the shot first, and then I get to add the bite with the Nova point. So.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So
ranged?
you could just go for a punch, or you can go for any type of attack. I'll give it to you. But yeah, if you want to shoot him, you can definitely give him a
All right,
shot.
I'm just gonna try and shoot him for the
Yeah.
damage more than anything.
Go for it.
All right.
So we'll start with 2. Boom. Yeah, you just do a quick
Yeah.
like pull, and I think it's funny that when I highlighted the pass or fail thing, I just highlighted ass. So I'm gonna leave that up for now. Yeah, he takes a shot as he reaches for you. You can see that it hits his shield, lowering it down, not completely off, but he does
Right.
take some damage.
I'll roll a melee for the bite. This be
Yep.
3.
Yep, that's gonna be a 3.
Oof.
Yeah, as you go to take your bite at him, you realize that, while you're going to be able to get past that, the energy shield, his outer coating that he's wearing, is a little bit tough, and you just kind of gnaw onto his arm where he's got some coating, and you take 1 damage from the ouchie, from the tooth.
Ah, my teeth.
Cool. And with that, also notice that one of the scientists has kind of crept behind you and is now grabbing the pad, trying to pull it from you.
Dickhead.
Before I finish up there, let's go back into the room. Right now, you all are here. We've got Doc and Prisoner. You all are kind of holding up this area. You're pretty safe now. You can start to hear that there is some banging happening outside that door, and you can kind of hear some processing from. You have you all have access to the video cameras on the station. That's right.
True.
And so you can see that outside this door there are 3 soldiers who are trying to make their way. One of them has opened up the panel and is currently working on opening the door. Besides that, you're not in any immediate danger. I do want to remind you that this yellow that you all found is kind of the vent systems that you all had mapped out.
Right.
Yeah, let me know what you all want to do.
My sheet's back to normal, by the way.
What?
Nice.
Yeah, I got my computer roll like I
Had to
could
warm it
do.
up?
I guess.
Yeah, when
Maybe-
I clicked on my dice used, the icons came back. That's weird.
Son of a bitch, they're there.
Well, how about
Maybe
it?
maybe
How
the
you
help
fixed
desk
it?
got my bug
Yeah.
report.
Born and magic.
They're like, holy shit, guys, they're finishing. They're finishing. Get everything going. Get everything going, guys. They're finishing.
There's like one crew that's been on standby
Yeah.
that helps us.
It's today.
They're stealth dropping the finale, boys.
So like what's happening to this door? Nothing from a computer sense could really help stymie them, right?
Well, they're
Or-
trying to hack into it, so you could put up some blocks to slow them down if you'd like to.
Yeah, that's what I'd like to do. I
Okay,
think.
cool.
Yeah.
All right, well, give me computers difficulty 3 or difficulty 2 then.
Okay, comps. Boom, boom, boom. There you go. There you go.
Yep. As you continue adding layers of security to it, they get past one section, and you just put one right back up, and so they're kind of still working on that door. Left with, one of them now you can see is kind of reaching up and beginning to put some explosives on the door.
Oh
All right,
shit!
well, you keep working on this. If this doesn't work, I've got the master key. And he begins wiring up some explosives to the door.
Is
Can
that guy's name Crayon Eater?
Yeah, it's crayon eater. I like to eat my crayons.
Eat
I'm from the Marine Corps. I eat my crayons.
3 times, 3 servings a day.
I hope
every
I
day.
never blow up.
Hope I never ever blow up.
in another spaceship.
I just told my significant other I'd live forever, so I'm feeling pretty good.
They told me not to do this, but I feel pretty confident that it's going to be okay. What's the worst that can happen? An explosion in a space station. Okay.
If I could have could I attempt to I have a special ability. I think I can heal myself. I just wanted to pop like a heal, essentially, like a telepathic heal. I think it works for myself as well. Because I lost half myself.
Yeah, you lost half yourself.
So I want
than you used to be.
I know, truly. So I'm going to work on that. Yeah, that's the other thing.
Just work on yourself. Self-care is important.
Yeah. So as I do that, I think I should be able to restore at least 1 HP there. That's my turn.
It's
Cool.
1 HP
All right.
per bug on your body, right?
Yes, right.
Yeah, right.
Cool. We will say that you start to see these bugs beginning to, duplicate. I've always wondered how they happen, but I'm just imagining, some sort of replication process as they begin to, continue.
Yeah, it kind of looks like fractals, but
Yeah.
Nice.
Have you ever
All right.
seen an animated humanoid bug orgy?
yeah.
Well, of course.
It's
Yeah.
also
duh.
shooting
Just
at
assume
you.
this is happening to some extent all the time when Doc is around.
I'm a red-blooded American, so of course I have.
So, let's
Well,
talk
you
about
mean-
the human microbiome.
All right. Polly Paul, prisoner, you are up against this
PPP.
door. What would you like to do?
I want to get to the door that's here that Aura is on the other side of.
Okay.
I don't know how much I can move in one turn to do that.
I will say that you are able to get to kind of this area. You see this area right here is a kind of the living quarters of the ship. It seems to be kind of abandoned right now as everybody's kind of taken off into different directions. But yeah, why don't you...
Keeping this
Yeah.
just my movement speed is listed as 5, but I have a fluid movement special ability which grants me 2, and we'll just call that 3 and let me get to here.
Yep, Cool. And if you want to go the rest of the way, you can just do in like an acrobatics roll or an athletics roll or whatever the rolls that I gotta remember which one it is that you have.
Also, before I do this, what does this door look like?
So this door is
Terrifying.
yeah. I mean, it's kind of a standard door, but it's definitely a space door, very thick. You'd have to examine it to get any other kind of information about it.
Can I see, does it have, I guess, it's a... Okay.
Well, give me an athletics roll first.
Yeah.
Get an athletics roll.
Athletics. What difficulty? 2?
2.
Oh,
Fail.
no.
Yeah, as you begin to make your way towards the door, you realize as you get really close that in fact there's a glyph carved into the side of the door. As you approach it, it begins to glow and it sends kind of a fireball out towards you, knocking you on your ass, and you do 2 damage as you fall, and have some charred parts of your body happening. Since you are part plastic,
Yeah,
you
melty.
have a little bit. You have a little bit of melty happening.
Can I have the special ability of a little less hurt when I take damage from an attack, reduce the damage to 1?
Mm-hmm. Okay, you take 1
Amazing.
That's good.
What a good-
You can use a Nova point to reroll anything too.
Yep.
Nice. What a good ability name.
Yep.
Yeah, a little less hurt. I mean, yeah, I think I should probably use a Nova point because I only have 3 health right now. So if I
Yeah, so that's gonna put an end to your turn as you fall on the ground, though, and we're gonna get back
Tripped over
to
that corpse.
What position is he in? Or where on the board?
he's right. Oh, sorry, I thought I put him there. You are right here. Boom.
Cool.
Okay, cool. With that, Horst, now that you're kind of somewhat free, you've still got 1 arm keeping you tethered to the ground. And you see this Tenju is kind of finishing whatever Yawa first started doing to it. It's starting to come back to life. Its eyes are beginning to glow, and you can start to see that its joints are beginning to move, and you're pretty sure from rock to rock that this thing will be pretty much a nuisance come next round.
Okay. Let's go ahead and try to pull the other arm up.
All right, cool. Give me a strength check.
What was the strength? Now I can actually roll my strength check. Right? How did I do that?
Yep.
Power?
Power, yeah. Power.
What complexity? 3?
We're going to do 3 again because this is, I feel, a pretty tough thing. All right, cool. As you pull up on this one, disconnecting it, it's almost like the circuit has been kind of disrupted. You pull up from the ground again, and those restraints disappear, leaving you free to do your thing. Now, since this was a specialty roll and it was 3, if you do choose to do another action, you will still continue on 3. Because it's not necessarily adding another die, just this was a very complex roll to get past more difficulty.
Okay.
But as you increase in difficulty, you add dice. So anything you do now will have a 3 die roll if you wish to continue.
Oh, wonderful. Jeez.
You can see that Oro is currently kind of hurt, and the pad is being about to be ripped from her hand. So
yeah,
and you see Yawa kind of here in the middle as well, kind of going for.
Can you guys see this area? It's a black.
Yeah.
It's because
maybe just outside. Yeah.
War, yeah.
Yep.
I cheated. I can see.
Whoops.
I tried turning it off.
Get that out of there. Okay, so with my newly freed hand, I am going to swing it over with the rock attached onto the dude next to Aura.
Okay, so you take a couple steps. Which one? There's 2. There's
This guy.
there's a boy who's got. This one's the one that has the tablet right now. The standard soldier here is just kind of not. Is more in a defensive, offensive position, waiting to attack. But this scientist right here happens to have a thing. While this is happening, you realize that 1 more of those pots have begun to get processed.
Cool.
The urns, if you will.
Where are the urns on the map? Are they in this section down here that I can't see?
They're right here. I haven't drawn
There's
them
no-
in
okay.
because it looked very, very cumbersome and busy when I put stuff in there. But right in front of where right pretty much in the smack dab in the middle between this and this. So I could draw a little something for now.
Yeah, we'll take. We're gonna swing on that scientist guy then.
All right, cool. Give me difficulty 2, please, or 3, please.
Right? Yeah, I'll take the 2. I mean, that's canon. Yes, got him. Thank fucking God. I was so scared.
Yeah, as you
just smashing aura.
yeah,
Appreciate it.
as you swing onto that guy, he definitely gets pushed back, being that he is kind of not physically.
So I overhand swung the whip rock at him.
The whip rock is gone. Once you pulled the other one out, the connection kind of died like it was a circuit. So the restraints are completely gone.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. So I can't AT-AT the big rock guy in turn. Got it.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Not correct.
Well, I mean, you could look around for something.
Ties aura to the end of the rope. Run around him! Run around him! God, that's comedic. They're going around him in opposite directions. Yeah, anyway, so I rock this dude, right?
Yep, that dude's down.
Tight. And then if I have to do anything else, it's going to be a 4.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'll stop my turn there.
Cool.
Press your luck.
But if I fail, something bad happens.
Hit this other guy. He's going to shoot me.
Yeah, okay. If you want it, I'll hit that guy too. We'll roll the die on Ivan's request.
I believe in you.
Thank you. That's all I needed to hear. Let's go.
Fuck.
All right, so
Use
You
another
should have known
point.
better
Reroll.
because I believe in nothing.
As-
Damn.
yeah, you could use a Nova point to reroll, like you were telling everybody.
Ivan, you want to use?
Oh yeah, do that.
I don't have any.
Oh, I'll use one if I can to assist.
Sure, let's do that.
Yeah.
It'll put me to 0. All right, Nova point spent.
Probably better than me punching you, right?
Yeah, for sure.
I roll one more d12, and it has to not be a 1, a 9, or a 4.
Correct.
Woo!
Love
All
it.
right. So
Thank you,
as
Ivan.
you
Anytime, buddy.
as you smack one, you turn to the other and you give him a nice little rocky hit,
My homie.
throwing him down a little bit and back, but he is still in the fight, but definitely has given some space as you kind of push him away.
I kind of like to think I ran up and just grabbed one by the shoulder, punched him, took a step over and grabbed one and just punched him.
And so shall it be.
The 1-2.
Yep.
Yeah, I definitely imagine Horst's signature move being like the hockey punch.
Yeah, like the what do they call it?
Grab 'em by
Jerseying
the-
them when you
yeah.
pull it over their head
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
and pull the back of their shirt over their head and start uppercutting them.
Oh boy, that's not what I was thinking of. I was just imagining the grab the collar and then short jab to the neck.
Yes, I love that.
Nice. All right, so yeah, you've got some space. You can see that Yawa has kind of taken a step back as they've seen Horst and starts to step back by the Tengu. And you start to hear some rumbling, and you can see that this Tengu has now finished its sequence. You continue to see that these plasma ghosts are being sacrificed as one more disappears. You can still see these scientists, 3 scientists up here still working on their project. And you now see this rock figure who takes a couple of steps. But you quickly realize that this thing
Is a nerd.
going after anything. It is not focused on
shit.
any particular person. So I am going to
So it's
do
only
this.
50% of enemy.
1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 people within reach. There's Yawa, Horst, Oro, and the 2. So I'm going to sign some numbers. 1 will be Yawa, 2 will be Horst, 3 will be Oro, 4 will be the scientist, 5 will be the soldier, and I'll say 6 is just the group up front. So with that being said, we'll just roll
I
d6.
thought they were controlling the guy through the tablet.
They
that we've
thought
been
they-
Yes.
fighting over.
They were.
It was
They were
probably
starting
like
it
a
up.
startup sequence, yeah.
But
It's not getting commands right now.
it's not
just
getting
booted up.
commands right now. It's
Yeah.
just booting up without anything. So
Put
then
it
Got
up
it.
in
goes.
attack mode. Somebody.
Cool.
Oh,
Who's that?
Is that?
1, 2. Nope,
near
that's
me,
the
I think.
soldier. It comes
Hey.
over
Up in
and
this-
1, 2.
Now I'm a
yes.
you.
Oh no, it's the scientist. It comes
Either.
through and it takes its stone hand and it just ruptures through this
Sure.
creature.
It just made the
As
doorway
it-
a little bigger.
As it pushes through, it actually kind of puts a hole in the door.
Yeah.
And this creature is finished.
Wrecked.
oh.
Get wrecked,
and,
nerd. F in the chat.
Yep. So we'll X this person out. Seeing this situation, you can see Yawa begins to yell to hurry up the process and begins to get on comms. Looks like they're trying to contact somebody, possibly Talon. And with that, since the scientists have had their turn doing their thing, it is back on the boys. So,
Boys.
so what do the boys want to do?
Are we going in the same turn order or?
I mean, we can figure out. Remember, we usually just kind of figure out what y'all want to do and call
Sure.
that initiative.
Sure.
I want Oro to use the pad or have this thing
Definitely.
smash the empty urns.
Great idea.
Great idea.
So what do you
I will endeavor to accomplish that.
All right, you have this.
I like
stone-
see the rock man smash the scientist that was trying to go for the data pad, and like
Mhm.
my eyes get wide, my pupils dilate in fear, and then I look down to the tab and just start furiously typing, trying to figure out how to command this thing.
All right, cool. So why don't you give me?
There's 2 buttons. It says friends, enemies. You're not sure which
Yeah.
one to push.
Yeah, so you can see that this is kind of an ancient programming, something that nobody's really familiar with. It's not anything that you
yeah.
recognize. It's definitely an old kind of
C++.
operating system.
What the hell is that?
Yeah,
It's a
exactly.
TI-85.
Yeah. So basically, you've got this this piece of technology that you're going to have to examine. So if you want to give me computers, let's do
Got it.
difficulty 2.
On it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you have on your soundboard the Jurassic Park? It's a Unix system.
Oh no, I got this.
I can
one.
do this.
All right. So as you begin to
Clever girl.
kind of
Clever
get
girl.
this programming working, you're able to find that it's got some behavioral subroutines that you're able to get into. You're not quite at that portion of being able to do anything with it yet. If you want to continue working on it,
Has
It's
been
gonna
updated
take
in like
another,
1,000 years.
yeah.
Firewalls.
Sure.
Oh my god.
I'll
Firewalls were literal firewalls.
Yeah, they're actually on fire.
Like magical traps.
nothing is more secure than fire. That's a pass, baby.
Cool. So as you continue
With a 6-9 in
working,
there.
yeah.
Hey, nice.
You
Nice.
What does that mean?
you haven't quite discovered how to direct it, but you have located a way to shut its systems down temporarily.
Oh, damn.
So if you want to continue doing any more research on it, you can. That'll be another roll, or you can shut it down temporarily at this point.
I want it.
By
I
his
want it
time.
willingly.
Oh my god, he always pushes it.
Give me
He did it.
Rockman.
He
Give
did
me
it.
the Rockman.
I want
Give me
my
the
new
rock.
friend. This is my familiar. I want him.
I will ride him and name him George.
Rock puppy. Rock meat.
You are my rock puppy.
Oh yeah, you already rolled it. Cool. Yep.
Oh yeah,
So as
I did.
Big pass.
as you get into that next system, you can see that there is kind of an enemy foe situation here. So you can
Or a foe
tell
enemy.
it what kind of
Sure.
guarding to be doing. So you can assign it a pretty much deciding which creatures or which things are to be focused on.
Yeah, I'll mark this soldier. Am I clicking on the right window? Yes.
Yep.
This soldier and Yawa. I'd like to
Oh, this is a
point
scientist, but
him
yeah.
in. Oh, okay.
Do
well,
we want
whatever.
Yawa dead? Is my only concern.
I'm fine with Yawa dead.
Cool. Okay.
I feel like they're definitely gonna kill us at this point. So
Oh,
Yeah.
For sure.
Mhm.
No
I
argument. there.
didn't put out the. Cool.
all right, yeah. So I stick him on Yawa.
Yeah, get that.
Or no, you know what? Actually, I'm gonna do prisoner's idea and send it after the empty urns.
Yeah, even better.
It's not quite set for tasks at the moment. It's set for people, so it doesn't have you can't give it any specific tasks at the moment like
You
that.
just have to make
It's
a
just
urn of people.
yeah. You
have
doesn't
to
quite
do.
see the urn as
Viable
anything.
target.
Yeah,
Sure.
it doesn't quite know that yet. I mean, you can get creative, but right now it's not that part of the operating system.
Sure, maybe Yawa will hide behind one. All right, well then I'll just send it after him. I'd also like to use my natural sneak
idea,
ability,
Ivan.
which what?
Oh, sending it after Yawa. Because if we can't get it to go after the pots and can only get it to go after the Yawa, then we'll just have to make Yawa go behind the pots. I got what I'm doing next turn.
Great. So I'm going to use natural sneak, which lets me do a stealth skill to hide. If successful, all enemies are unaware of my location until the start of the next round.
Cool, go for it. Do you have to roll?
Excellent. Yes, I do. Oh, geez, and I failed. Well,
That's no good.
Yeah.
no biggie.
So yeah,
Now everyone knows where I am.
well we have to.
Or a
I'm
farts
going
loudly.
to
Like,
before we do that. I really want to finish off one thing at a time. So we've got the Tengu who is making a swipe at Yawa. Yawa's like, no, and gets kind of clobbered and thrown across the room.
Sick.
Yawa is dazed and on the ground, and then you just see Oro say, "Nobody look at me!" And then everybody starts looking at you.
Why?
That's not how that works. Cool. So now, even Tengu, the creature, kind of turns towards you. Also, all eyes are on you at the moment as
Whoops.
you do that. All right. Cool. With that, we are going back to the outside. What would you all like to do? Outside crew. You can see that the computer programming. You've got prisoner who's right there. You've still got these plasma beasts and this creature, this Auron, who are kind of waiting to help out. Some of them had escaped out back to the ship. Some of them are here to help fight. Just to recall, you also have kind of control of their collars, which create kind of situations where they are lighter or they're heavier. And you can see very much that this hacking has kind of given up as they've stepped back, and these looks like they're making room to let these things detonate. So,
so you said when the Tengu hit the scientists,
yep,
that
there's
was
a
here,
hole.
there's a hole in the door.
Yep, it's like
how
about
much-
a 2-foot hole. You could probably squeeze through. I think you've got some. Don't you have some sort of weird ability where you can squeeze through shit?
I mean, I can change form. So I can.
I can do the squeezing.
Yeah, I can become. My size can become as small as a quarter of my size, or as large as twice my size.
You're
Cool. Yeah,
Come on, that's
it's about
almost a quarter your size, right?
yeah. I think a 2 foot. If you're saying it like average of 6 feet tall, I figure that would be about right.
Just squeeze
I think you
could
should be able
run
to
and
like.
dive through it, right? Honestly.
Yep. Yeah, you probably could just get your way through. It's not an easy squeeze. It would take a roll to get through because, it is kind of a jagged hole, and there are
Alright.
exposed pieces of metal that you could cut yourself on.
I
but
mean,
it's
more than anything, I'm just like, what can I see through the hole right now?
You can see pretty much what's going on. You can see that the pots in the top area are being filled up. You can see this creature turning around and smacking. You can pretty much see everything that's in the room from
Okay.
there.
I want to shoot at the pots. The urns.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Go for it.
What difficulty? 2?
It's going to be difficulty 2.
Yeah.
Cool. You
fucking
take a
go.
shot at the pot, and you realize as it
Pot
ricochets off of the force field that is in place of these
No.
pots.
Asshole Jackson.
Asshole Jackson.
Where does my ricochet go?
That's a good question. Let's do this. That is a good question.
Should be a
ricochets.
successful ricochet.
Yeah. Why don't you give me a fortune roll? Roll a 20
Okay.
for me.
1d20 coming up.
Not bad. That'd be a critical on certain ranged weapons.
It would. So you nick one of these scientists as they are approaching, and you can see that they have some sort of bracelet that they're wearing, and it seems to shoot that bracelet off of his arm. And as that
Wow.
bracelet kind of dissolves, you can see that the force field just kind of seems to all of a sudden take effect against him, and it slices him in half.
Oh Jesus!
What?
Yeah, so they've got a bracelet that's kind of letting them know that they can go through this force field, but since that bracelet got knocked off their arm, it all of a sudden affects them, and they happen to be walking into it, and now they're half of them.
Which
gone.
which guy is
This
this?
one right here. This is Voy right here.
Oh my God.
Okay.
So yeah. It's probably
That's what I'll
extra
give you.
gross considering he's like a little
A
slug.
Yeah,
bug.
it's
Yeah.
pretty fucking gross.
He also
Like-
what Ari didn't tell you is that it sliced him in half long ways.
Yeah,
Right.
in a difficult way.
The harder of the two.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of slices them in half, so let's do this. You can see that half of it's still
a
kind of
cucumber.
yeah.
Mhm.
Half of it is still kind of
The
alive.
other half
The other
becomes
half is
sentient,
not.
right? When he like,
Sure.
it's like ah.
Well, yeah, actually, that is what happens. Half of it, if it gets split, it still continues to live
Oh,
in
wow.
a much smaller form, just like the bugs. But it is kind of
Sure.
a weird creature. But it is not conscious. It definitely took a big hit. But you can see that, like,
You cut off my ass!
ah,
Ah!
cool.
Give me back
Voice
my
is
ass.
a little bit higher.
Hey, you fucking guy! Yeah, what are you doing? So, prisoner, you can still go. It is still your turn.
Press your luck.
yeah.
Shoot them all.
I mean, I want to start shooting. I'll aim for this guy now. This is a. So are these ones, the white ones here, scientists, and this is a soldier.
These are plasma ghosts right here.
Okay.
So these plasma ghosts are kind of being held with those same restraints that you saw, that you might have, that Horst was being used on. And basically what's happening is as they're brought forth, they kind of get sucked into the pot, and their plasma mixes with the stolen plasma, and the urns begin to glow and then disappear. So you've got 2 of these left. You've got 3 pots that are still left to be made. You stopped one, luckily, by shooting that soldier, but there is only a few left.
And this guy is a soldier.
That guy is a soldier / scientist / assistant who's helping keep control of the plasma creatures. So he's kind of a lab assistant, if you will.
All right, I'm shooting at him.
Cool. Go for it. Difficulty 3.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So
Spin a Nova point.
Yeah, I got Nova points, so I'm gonna spend one there.
Noble
Mhm.
way.
That is a D10. I just need to not have a 3 or a 6. And I got a 7.
Woo!
Sweet.
Love it.
Nice.
Yeah, as you see him kind of heralding the next plasma pirate over towards the next pot, he gets hit with a shot and takes some injury. Yep, so he takes some damage.
Good shot. Who shot
I'm shooting him again. Fuck it.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
1278.
Hard
Sweet.
spankings for the boys.
So as he takes one more shot, you can see that the shot lands true, and he drops down to the ground. He's not quite dead, but he is, for the moment, very incapacitated and very injured.
Fuck your life.
Hey.
Can I I guess if I try to squeeze through the door, that's going to be a roll now at this point.
I think so, just because this door, there's enough room to get through, but it is kind of, I'm imagining, since it's punched outwards, there's some jagged kind of metal bits that you'd have to carefully kind of make your way through. And that would be a difficulty at this point of 5 to get through?
Yeah. I think I will just end my turn at this point.
Sweet. All right, Tommy.
Is there
The floor is
anything
yours.
Shan can do with, or they can do with the computer? Like, I mean, pretty much, right?
So what you've discovered from the computer is you've got control of a lot of the internal of the station. You do not have access to the laboratory system. That seems to be kept somewhere separately. You do have control over some doors. You have control over the cameras, the comm systems.
And nothing that
and-
can, like, really, like, assist my buds out here, right?
Not at the moment. I think.
I think I've gotten everything I can out of this, then.
I mean, you've got these plasma ghosts too, so you can still kind of control, their density in this room. But besides that,
But that's just here, right? Like, that doesn't control these ones over here now.
no, it's just these guys.
Nah.
Still.
All right, then. I guess I just want to get out of this room then, because everyone's pretty much all blocked off, right? Like, there's really nothing.
This door is about to explode, and they're about to gain access to this room. They've just put an explosive there.
How solid can you make these guys at like full gravity?
Right. That's a great question.
I mean, they're going to be pretty dense. They're
Also-
going to,
Like, would they become like bricks if I like? Would
Yeah.
like,
You're
would they?
adjusting all the gravity, right?
no, just on them.
just the
They've got,
collars.
they've got these collars.
So
That's
I
how they
mean,
kept them.
I guess I command them to stand here and turn to stone, and
I
turn
mean,
them.
you can ask them. They're not quite command. They're creatures.
Well, I know.
Teamwork talking.
Wait, I didn't know these were sentient. I thought these were more
Yeah,
like
these
energy things.
No, these are plasma ghosts. They are sentient. They are the ones that
We
you
made
ran
friends with them
across.
like way early.
Yeah,
that was
you
one of
saved.
our
Oh,
earliest adventures together.
I thought
Yeah.
was that the same as the plasma geist?
Yeah, these are the
Is it-
plasma
It's
geists.
the same. It's the same.
Oh,
one.
same.
Yeah,
Okay,
we've branded on the
okay.
ship.
Okay, all right. Sorry. The
No,
year
you're
has
good.
been rough.
Mhm.
Well then, yeah. I mean, if this isn't like a moment of self-sacrifice, then yeah, I would like encourage them. I'd turn the gravity up, and then I would take a defensive position behind them.
Yes, I know the situation at hand is dangerous, and this could cost the lives of millions. So, if we need to put ourselves in harm's way to stop this, this is something we are willing to do. And they move themselves to position.
Good for us.
The little plebel is just like, "What do you want me to do, Coach?" And
If he's armed, yeah, he can just.
yeah,
like,
he's got some weapons on him. He's got a weapon that he picked up off the ground off these soldiers.
Well,
So he is also armed with a plasma rifle.
Rear Admiral Ronan here will hold off the back here, and yeah, we'll prepare for the attack on the rear.
Cool. Give me a computer roll difficulty 2 to see how well you're able to.
Yes. comps to a little dicey for me. I'm not great at this.
Fuck yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Think you have-
2-4. Let's go.
Nice. Yep. So you do some quick maths and you figure out that the right density for them to protect themselves from the blast. You kind of have that happen. They become hard. You can see that as they no jokes. As you can see that they become more heavy, you can see that the ground where they are standing does begin to bend down a little bit
Whoa.
with the weight of the newfound weight.
Badass.
You know,
Oh yeah.
and you're only up, I would say, probably about like 70% of their full kind of magnetics that you can do within safety protocols.
Mhm.
The door does explode. It is sending some shrapnel that bounces off of them, not really doing any damage. So you, what happened to it? Hold on a second. Here we go. And they start making their way in, realize that there's a wall. They take a couple shots at these plasma geists. You're not 100% sure if they're taking damage or not, but it does not seem to be doing too much to them. But they're unable to move, though, so they're just basically, you know.
This sheet design, but we at one point had plasma grenades. I don't know if I ever had them. If not, I'm just gonna start blasting these fools.
I'm gonna say you have a plasma grenade. I remember.
Yeah, like
we all used a couple of them. I didn't quite keep track of all the stuff, and it's been a long time. But I'll be willing to say that there's probably between all of you, like probably 3 plasma grenades available. So I would say you could have one of them.
I'm into it. If not, I'm in without it either or. Very cool. Well, I'll give that a toss if that is the deal. If not, you know, I'm gonna just like lay down a cool.
Well, I'll tell you this:
thing, yeah.
because you have these creatures
guys
who are now basically blockading.
Mhm.
They're not going all the way up to the ceiling, so there is space above them. However, any type of firing or throwing of these plasma grenades would take a little bit of extra effort because you don't really have a clear shot through. You know,
How about this? Because I'm a badass and I healed myself. I have 1 Nova point left. I'm going to divide, and then there'll be 2 of me. I'll take the one half of me with a plasma grenade and then charge at them and explode them.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so let's do that. Cool. All right, why don't you give me... Yeah, let's do an athletics difficulty 3.
Okay. 3. Dang.
Woo!
Yeah.
Nice.
Cool. So,
So he as of Ronan, he can pass through spaces. So I imagine that there's at least a crack roughly the size of a grenade that they're all kind of like conga lining through.
Yep.
And then they can, yeah. I mean, I was gonna chuck it past, but you know what? I kind of want to be in the area anyway, so why not just see what happens?
Okay, cool. So you run through. You've got the plasma grenade, and you're just gonna kamikaze yourself through.
Yeah. Why not? I mean, I have extra range. Yeah.
Yep.
And I would, you know, just for flavor, you know, I just want to, you know, just be really cheering myself on as I do this, you know. So this guy is just really hyped for that guy. Right?
Humble Doc.
Yeah.
Jerry.
Yeah. Jerry.
Cool. All right. So you make your way through, crashing through or slipping through that. The creatures, the soldiers are just like, what's going on? But it's too late. The explosion sends them rocking as bugs and different body parts go flying everywhere. I don't think you're... Let me see something.
I only looked up grenade. I couldn't. There's a conflagration grenade and a grenade. It says burst 3, consumable, range 10. The weapon was really meant for military use. Overgilled, but the explosive sale. are 5-inch radius orbs that explode with energy on impact.
Why don't you just give me, I think for something like this, give me a roll of d20, and let me see something.
Let's see.
You should count in some bug shrapnel too.
19, buddy.
Yeah, so the way that you made it through, you don't completely die because you're able to kind of go through and fling the grenade out a little bit, and you're actually able to use some of these soldiers as, kind of a boundary, a barricade against the explosion. So you do take that half does take 2 points of damage, but it is still it's still alive and kicking.
Still swarming.
Did it.
Woo.
Nice.
Bug.
And then can I just roll a suave roll to look really cool?
Don't fail.
Sure, go for it.
Fail.
All right, so this is actually near impossible roll if we do that 4.
Oh no.
Love it.
Tag. I coughed
that guy
and
that
throw
didn't
up. Yeah. My thumb smelled off.
You do not look
looks like a
very
big
cool.
nerd.
That's all right.
And
That
you
might
could
have been a little Nova fishing, so don't worry about it.
It's fine. You could see that as Doc fails to look cool, you can see that one of the pots is the urns is beginning to finish its process and is about to get ready to disappear. So you all are about to be down to 2.
I thought that would have slowed him down, like by taking this guy out.
Yeah, but they're just kind of facilitating what's already being done. There's other stuff happening in the background. But yep, it definitely did slow down for sure. But okay. So with that, does everybody had a chance to go?
I think so.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. The Tengu turns around. You can see that this scientist is very, very much trying to get back to this station. He's trying to get to some sort of power conduit control. You're not exactly sure what's going on there, but as he does, Tengu sees the movement and swipes at him. And let's see. Yep, smacks the shit out of him, sending him flying against the computer, knocking him out unconscious, but still going. The Tengu then turns around and is going towards you, Horst, about to swipe at you with its powerful arms. What do you want to do?
Cancel.
Yeah. Can I just charge right through its leg?
Yeah, you can do a little athletics check.
Dive behind
Slide on your belly.
Mm-hmm.
It is a very slow creature for sure.
Yeah. I want to do like Mario 64. I want to get behind it and grab its tail and spin it around.
You could slide behind it. Go for it. Yep. So as it comes towards you with its very slow steps, you slide between its legs. It does not have a chance to catch you, but it's kind of in a very awkward position as it kind of went down to try and grab you. So it's a little bit kind of bent over, if you will, as you slip through its legs.
That's hilarious. How many pots are left?
There is 2 untouched. 1 is beginning to glow.
We want them destroyed or just like stopped?
Destroyed.
We don't care if they're destroyed, right?
I think it's my thought was always just like if we can't fill them all. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. You're not quite sure how this thing works. You have you know what the process is going on, but you know that they have to fill up these. You do believe that shooting them will do that. You know, it'll definitely slow it down if they're able to get to them. What you've learned is that there is a force field kind of protecting them from being influence from outside,
Mm-hmm.
but you're not exactly sure, anything else. But you believe that destroying them might not be a bad idea.
I want to. I think I think I want to try. So he's like bent over because he tried to grab me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can I just belly to back suplex him onto the pots?
It's a little bit big for you to do that.
Okay.
You can definitely feel like you could.
This man ripped a chunk out of the floor a little bit ago. I just want to say.
That's true, but picking this thing up and suplexing it might be much.
How
But I'm
about-
saying
how
if you
about
charged
grabbing
it or give it a flying kick or something of that nature, I would think would probably.
It's
be-
off
Oh,
balance.
is it between me and the pots?
I mean, it's right here. Let's do this. You are here, and so you're here, and the pots are here. So you could
hell
probably
yeah.
kick it into the
getting
pots.
drop kicked. Duh. There's one move for this occasion, and it's a drop kick.
Yeah,
Let's fucking go.
that's what I'm thinking. All right, so give me a power and athletics or however you want to roll.
Drop kick.
All right, so you go and you give it this really powerful drop kick. You are used to when you kick something, it kind of, you go forward somewhat, but you are almost like pushed back as you kick this thing, and you kind of go backwards with the size of it. It does stumble and smacks and falls into the urns. As it does, you can see that the force fields begin to activate and begin to do some damage to its stone skin. As it rolls off, you can see that.
Can I drop kick it again before it rolls off?
Sure, go for it.
Hell yeah.
No. Nova point.
I got a Nova point. I got a Nova point.
I got a Nova point. I got a Nova point.
Swing, bada.
Okay, so no 1, 6, or 7. 9. Oh god, that scared me.
Oh, that scared me too. So you give it a nice little kick as it begins to kind of fall off, and it does some immense damage to it, taking off one side of its body is pretty much gone.
Wow.
So one arm is gone and it is down, and the pad begins to blip, Oro, and as you look at it, you can see that it's starting to malfunction, and you can see that it's down to 50% of its operating strength, and that it is doing a healing reset at the moment.
Oh, no.
And so you can see this thing drop. The force field, interestingly enough, it didn't completely turn off, but for the first time you can actually see it, which makes you think that it has weakened a bit. Nice. However, it's still active.
Cool.
So you've got that going on.
I will not be drop kicking it a third time. I guess technically I failed, so I gotta stop anyway. But
sure.
Yeah.
Yep. And as you fall to the ground, you are going to also take a bit of damage, and the that pot that was glowing begins to disappear. There are now 2 left.
Okay. What does take a bit of damage mean? I don't know how much damage.
Oh, sorry. You're gonna take 1 point of damage as you kind of bounce off of it onto the ground.
To my shield?
No, it's not shield. It's physical. So it's just you on your physical physical body.
I have 1 health and 1 shield left.
Oof.
I have 2 health left.
You do all have quick bandages. I know that for a fact because I know everybody had them. So
I think I used all mine.
How quick?
I'm
just kidding.
I'm trying to think. Actually, no. Let me check what the situation is with them, so I can. I mean, you can't use it now, but
no, sure.
So the big guy smashed the scientist that ran to the south of us. Correct?
Yep.
I would like to run for that console while Big Man is down.
Okay.
And is this actually Talon over here?
No, this is a guard who's been kind of holding strong. He hasn't really been doing anything.
All right.
How many people are left in this room? I can't. I still have fog of war. I can't see what's happening in there.
Really? Give me a second.
Because you're just outside of it. Like what? If
Yeah, I'm like peeping through the door. I keep
you
moving
can't
my
move
character.
through it, yeah.
No,
you
I
can't
get-
actually move the token through.
Yeah.
The hole is somehow big enough to stick the barrel of a gun through, but not to
Right.
see through.
Yep.
No, I
Does
can
that
see
work?
through it.
It's like a 22 caliber.
It's still there.
Oh.
It's just a teeny tiny gun.
BB gun.
No, it's a 2-foot hole. I can see through it. I just like I'm still on the other side of it. I have to like pop my head in to see what's happening like down here. But I mean, really, my question is just like, how many people are left? Like, how many
We
threats?
got 1,
Like 3.
2, 3, 4, 5 and a
Oh,
half.
fuck, there's a lot of people in this room.
There's a lot of people.
Yeah,
Is
we
that any
fucking
better?
them
Can you
up,
see
though.
stuff?
Yeah, I can see it all now. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
We fucking up the big boy. That's what really matters.
Yeah.
Nothing else is hurting
True.
us too much. I'm hurting myself more than anything.
So as I run past, oh, is this guy still alive?
Yep, that guy's still alive.
Okay,
He's,
6 and a half
Fucked up
then.
if I remember.
Yeah,
Wait,
he
1, 2. Is
he
Yawa,
took a punch.
Yawa, is he
was
unconscious or is he
unconscious, but he's coming back too.
up? Okay.
Oh wait, hold on a second. I just realized something. This is still their
Okay.
turn.
Really?
That was just Horst's response to the turn.
Uh,
So this is still their turn going on. I
Great.
just checked. So, all right. So, with that being said, this the scientist that's down, he's down. So you've got this guy coming back up. All right. So this soldier right here, he's going to see what's happening, and he's going to attempt to grab you, Oro. You can see he kind of pulls out one of his little shock
don't do
batons,
it.
and he
Good
takes a
idea.
swing at you.
Don't do it.
Don't
What would you like to do?
do it.
Let's see. I suppose some type of dodge roll. Do I have anything that let me do that? Athletics is pretty bad.
For one round.
Excuse me.
I believe in you.
Well, I guess I'm gonna just try the athletics to dodge away from him.
Go for it.
Boom. Hey, that's a pass, baby.
Cool. You duck under as it just slams the spark baton against the wall, and you have a chance to reciprocate if you'd like to do something.
Sure, I'll I'm gonna just blast him. Fuck this guy.
Fuck him.
Fuck it.
Fuck 'em.
Complexity 3.
Yep.
Shoot.
There we go. There we go.
What'd you hit him with?
Plasma rifle.
Sweet. Okay, cool. He drops down. He is done.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Got him.
As I recover from this undoubtedly cool-looking move, I'm gonna point my laser rifle. I said plasma rifle before, but I meant laser rifle.
Okay.
I'm gonna point it at this guy, and I'm gonna say, if you don't shoot at us, we will let you live.
To who?
The guy who's just
Orion
holding
in
his
the bottom.
position to the south.
All right, cool. You're going to have to wait until your turn to complete that because this was just
For sure.
their finishing turn.
I'm not like trying to do like a roll. I'm just saying it for flavor.
Yeah. Got it. So with that, you can see here. Okay, cool. All right. With that, I think they continue to do work as this soldier sees what's going on. He kind of also makes his way over to this system over here, to this monitor. You can see that Yawa is making its way back to consciousness, and you can see begins to wrap itself up with a quick bandage and heals some of its damage. And everything else seems to be going pretty well until you start to notice over here, Rornan, that door that was shut in front of you opens up. And once that door opens up, you can feel the heat of a blast coming towards you. Do you want to do anything to prepare yourself or try and avoid this blast that's coming towards you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's like coming this way. Like it's.
This door right here opened. The door to your south. Opened up where Talon went to hide. As it opens, you can just feel the.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I would try to make it towards myself, my other self. Yeah, I think I could make it through the opening if I could make it that way.
Cool. Give me a. So yeah, you want to get through. Okay, give me athletics.
Athletics 2. All right, pass.
Cool.
Nice.
So yeah, you roll out of the way, and let's see, and nice. So does Pleeble? He moves out. Pleeble moves out of the way as well, and what you see standing next to the doorway is a very confusing sight. Where are you? Come on, let me move you to. All right, so you can recognize that at one point this was something that inhabited or was inhabiting Talon, but you can see that it's the body of an Ulron, but in the head, all you can really see is this glowing, bright light, and from the short distance that you saw before you ran out of the way, or from the short time, it looked like it had 3 heads.
Whoa.
Yep. So,
3 actual heads. All right.
They were kind of snake-like heads, almost like dragon-like-ish heads.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, weird.
Yep.
Easy.
Easy peasy. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think that
yeah,
ends the turn. So yeah, we're back on y'all's turn now. Yeah, and you can see cameras that there are some more minions making their way somewhere. They're
like,
running.
However minions talk, I don't know. I've never watched the movies.
They're like banana. Oh, banana. Why don't we take a quick commercial break at this
How to
point? What
make
do y'all
all your
think?
friends go full idiot in one sentence. I'm down for
Do you all want to take a break?
Yeah, for sure.
Cool. All right,
Yeah,
so
sure.
let's take a quick
fiver.
break. Mm-hmm. A little fiver, and we will be back shortly.
Sounds great.
All right.
Groovy. Should I put on some little tune while we're gone?
Yeah, go for it.
I don't know if I showed you guys this one, and actually I don't remember which one this is, but one of these is gonna, or well, whichever one it is, this is gonna be a little beat I made.
Hell yeah.
Oh, cool.
Can you hear that?
Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah.
Stoked. All right,
Let's
see
say
you boys in 5.
Say 10. See you back at 10, 2:15.
2:15 heard.
2:15 it is. All right, thanks for tuning in, everyone, and thanks for patiently waiting while we go empty our bladders and such. Talk to you in a bit.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
Yo.
Hello.
Yo,
Hello.
hello,
Yeah.
friends. We are back. I think.
We back. We
Uh,
back.
Some of us are back.
Everybody's
BB
back. Everybody's back.
I haven't heard Tommy yet.
Oh, I thought I heard.
I'm back. I never even
Great.
left, bro.
I never left either. I was sitting here enjoying Ivan's jams.
You guys didn't
Hell
stretch.
yeah.
No, I stretched, took a dog for a walk.
Fools.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yep.
Productive.
All right. So, you are now in the thralls of a quite chaotic battle.
Nah.
Tommy, you have
Easy.
now looked into the face of a creature that you can't quite understand. It looks like a being of energy. Hold on a second. Drop it. No. I'll be right back on you.
Minor complications. Dog
Just a
stuff.
dog. Just a dog eating my USB cable.
Ooh.
And it knocks you back. And you all have your turns right now. So decide what you all want to do.
I think Tommy should go first.
Okay. Yeah. I usually go last in the sequence, but let me go first. So, explosion kind of ripples through. I'm more over here now, right? Or
Yeah,
did
you
I
took a
just?
dive.
Yeah.
Yeah, you took a dive towards them.
Okay. I kind of want to be sneaky, and I kind of got this thing going for me. I mean, I kind of want to go into the older playbook here. Do you think you would take a turn for me to devour through this wall? Just an opening for a Ronan, for my half to slip through.
What
I
is
thought
it?
that door blew up.
No, this,
No. I'm talking about the wall that borders it. I'm trying to sneak
this right
past.
here,
Yeah,
this
yeah.
wall.
If not,
Oh, gotcha.
usually, like, I think it's like I forget what the wording was. It was like a foot. It's, like a, I don't know.
It was like a foot deep and like an inch wide per turn
Yeah,
or something like that.
something like that. So if that's like, I mean, he's seen, like, one of them has seen, like, the door threshold, so they'd get a good sense of how, if that's like a crazy task. So if
So
it
it
seems like
says
too
you can
much,
you can consume 1 pound of non-living, non-magical metal in 1 minute. So you could do that. I would say it would probably be something that would be available at the beginning of the next turn. Giving a minute is pretty much what is kind of the per turn kind of idea. But
sure.
you could eat it, and you could have a 1 pound hole, which would probably be enough for you to squeeze through. Yeah, I'll say that it'll take time if you want to start doing that. It's a special ability, so you don't have to roll anything unless there's like
No. That's it. Like, so this guy's he'll do that, and then this one would come over and maybe try to pop a couple of charge shots. Is he like, can I try to get an angle on him? Like, I'm trying to
yeah,
slice
you can
the
get an
pie
angle on
here.
him for sure.
Yeah.
You can see that whatever's like the crack that you had seen in his head is completely gone, and it's like an energy field that's beginning to flow. You can see that this body is pretty much being worn as a puppet, as a suit, a skin suit, and
Whoa.
you can see that these 3 heads of energy and light are kind of beginning to develop, and the growling noises that are starting to appear are quite strong. In fact, just vibrating the aquarium behind him. You can see that the animals in the aquarium are swimming feverishly as they start walking, and you can kind of see that the water is almost beginning to boil as he just walks past it.
Very gamma vibes.
Sure.
Mhm.
So a quick question too: was controlling the collars of these only done on the computer, right?
You had transferred it to your pad.
Okay. Well, like I would, crack shots. I would also try to, like, if are they immobile? They're so dense right now.
Yeah. Yep. You made them so dense they're currently immobile. Correct.
Yeah. I would. I guess I would undo that. I don't want them to be like sitting ghosts.
So do you want them to be? Well, how much do you want to do it? Remember, you can turn them into basically plasma mist is their weakest, and then anywhere between that and pretty much immobile.
Well, I mean, like, I don't know, like, if they're kind of hip to this, I don't know. I like if they're cool. I mean, I want them to be mobile. They could try to reblock the door, but that's only if they want to. And I would definitely facilitate that.
Tina Ray reaches out and says, if you want to just turn us back to mobile, give me the pad and I will arrange as such needed.
Yeah. Power to the people, and I fling the pad to them.
Cool. It bounces since they're still rock and can't move.
I tone it down and then give them a gentle
softball. Yeah. So I'm imagining you turn them into kind of halfway point. They kind of grab.
I would think,
they kind of become, almost around like human-like structure, a little bit kind of moving slower than they normally would, but they've got quite a bit of mass in them so that they are more physical than plasma, but not quite as dense as they were earlier. And they begin picking up weapons that were left behind from the soldiers and begin arming themselves and kind of waiting by the door for, kind of your word. They are down to help you out. You've saved them now twice. And so they are, listening to what you have to do. They've pledged themselves to you.
Good. Well then, I'm just gonna lay suppressing fire here, kind of try to get this Ronan, allow him to kind of sneak into this room a bit, and Ronan, me.
Oh, you.
Oh, your second self, yeah.
Yeah. Then I think that'll be my turn.
Okay, wonderful. Cool. So roll for pop shots.
Pop shots. All right. Wrong page. There I am. Ranged. Okay, pretty easy. Nice. I'll do this for up to 2 turns. I would, if this is going well. I'm a good shot, so I'd be like,
cool. All right, take another.
Yeah, another segment. Okay, boom. All right, and then then I'd stop.
Okay, so you could see that the shots hit this creature. You're not exactly sure if it's doing any damage. It kind of winces out of the way, blocking the shot, slowing it down a little bit and giving time. Just pretty much creating what you were trying to do, creating cover enough for everybody to get kind of situated. The plasma geists kind of fill in behind you or next to you, and they start now taking a couple shots as well. You can see some of the shots are hitting, some of them are kind of bouncing off, but overall it looks like it's not really, affecting this creature so much. It's kind of definitely slowing him down, but you can tell it's just pretty much annoying him more, as it just says, your simple weapons. Yes, your simple weapons. These simple weapons, they cannot stop us. And if that ends your turn, then I will wait for the next creature. I'll also say that What this plebe sees this and goes
This
to
plebe.
this plebe
That fucking working class asshole.
goes to the runs up to the panel
Fucking
and
amazing.
starts trying to close the door once again. Because the door did not blow up and it just opened. So
Oh, okay, cool. I was like, because I was thinking about maybe falling back to see that.
Fuck.
Dang.
Doors are one weakness.
God,
so-
I wish it did blow up the hinges.
So as he reaches towards the panel, one of the heads kind of turns to notice and sends a jolt through. Almost looks like it's going through the wall, and as he touches the panel, he gets electrocuted and drops to the ground. Not sure whether he's alive or not, but you can just smell the Ulron smoke as he lies on the ground, pretty much unconscious.
It's probably bad
All right.
for your health to breathe. Like burnt rock.
Cool. All right, so now we are back with the with your crew. You've got this Tengu who is immobilized at the moment. You've got this soldier who is making his way to this panel. You've got this scientist who's getting back to his feet. You've got this scientist who's also kind of knocked out, and then you've got these two scientists continuing to kind of work on the urns.
Which
And,
two are working on the urns?
These
Up
two
here?
right here. Yep, these two and this two. This one's still forming. It has a couple of rounds before it gets back to it. But yeah.
Forms like Voltron.
Hell yeah.
I thought this is the guy that I shot last time, and he was like essentially incapacitated.
No, the other guy, I deleted him so
Okay.
he wouldn't be on the screen. I'm starting to remove people so there wouldn't be
Perfect.
so much
Yeah, nice.
congestion because there's just a lot of creatures moving around. So I just wanted to delete them. So no,
Makes
that's
sense.
a different one. There was a total of I think 5 or 6 that started there, but yeah, they're down to 2.5.
Nice.
Fuck yeah.
This soldier is getting back to his feet. He is pretty much everybody that was unconscious. So this soldier here, this scientist, pretty much everybody is back on their feet. Yawa is fully back up, recovered, and is beginning to fidget with something.
Mhm.
Horst, you can see, but you're not exactly sure what.
I'm about to see in
pulled
a
out
second.
Yeah, you are. Oh, thank you for my
Get
hat.
him.
I appreciate that. Drop it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go
Papa,
for it.
have hat.
Papa, please take the hat.
He just like walked up to me with my hat. And he was like, "Here you go."
Also, if you'd like to throw the hat, that would also work.
Yeah, pretty much. He's like, "Are you outside
Take
or
only
let's
throw."
play with your hat?" Either way, it
Yeah.
works.
No throw, only ball.
Only ball. All right, so Horst, you are about to do something. Go for it.
First, I'm going to apply some bandages.
Okay, cool. You apply some bandages. The quick bandages. Let me double check. I think
Put some on my
are
shield, too.
quick. Yeah, put it on the pieces that you take off of yourself and throw. You mean? Who has quick healing? Does somebody have quick healing as a Nova skill?
I have telepathic healing.
Okay.
TP.
Yeah, I can
So
actually.
basically therapy. You're like, so tell me how you're
Yeah, I
doing
know,
today.
Hypnosis.
Well, it actually it goes down a pretty cool tree where you can like take other people's damage. So you can like
Okay.
make a Ronin like you can make him as like a cool like shield type like a
Yeah, you
like
can.
paladin.
Yeah. Okay. So applying quick bandage during combat is an action that requires a skill roll.
Am I in combat?
Yeah, you all are in combat right now.
Yeah, but like nothing's engaging me.
I mean,
technically a
Yawa was
free
about to
action for
engage
me.
you. Yawa was about to engage you,
Yeah,
and
okay.
so
Engage
Yawa
cheese
is
nut.
definitely going to be engaging you.
Damn. Not the nuts.
Not the nuts.
Not the D's.
Oh, nuts.
Maybe I'll just
so-
knock now out first.
Yeah, you can do that if you want.
No, I'll apply the bandage first.
Go
Okay,
to
cool.
sleep.
So here's what I'm going to say. You're the bandage is yes. Would probably be. I'm trying to see because you've got perform maybe. I don't know what it would be for adding a bandage. But why don't you do this? Why don't you give me an athletics check, and if you pass, you roll a d4.
Dog 4.
Yeah, and then I'm going to send this dog downstairs.
Dog 4.
Oh no!
Cool. Yeah, as you're about to reach out and apply the bandage, Yawa reaches and pulls out something that you have not seen but think is really fucking cool because it kind of is like what had you bound down on the ground. And it sends a whip your way with this light and it wraps around your arm so that you're not able to apply that bandage. And as that happens, you also can see that that next to last urn begins to glow.
Oh.
All right, hold on a second. I'll be right back.
Dog hates it too.
Right?
Go.
The puppy has spoken. No father.
Shout out to co-DM Ari's dog.
Ari's dog.
Nico? Nico.
Yeah, got it.
Yep.
Nice.
I'm sure he's a very good dog.
Oh yeah, but we're doing pretty good though, boys. I think we're.
Okay, I am back.
Hey.
Cool. So who's next?
Who's next?
I got some ideas.
Yeah, I feel like
Go for it.
the other segment should go.
Yeah.
Yeah, you already
Okay.
had your turn.
Yeah.
Oro, you're up. You're in the room.
All right. First and foremost, I'm going to blast this soldier that's
Okay.
closest to me.
Start blasting.
Go for it. He's a pretty easy target.
Coming out blasting. That's
Boom.
a pass.
As he's getting up, he goes back down.
He's like, what happened?
And then I'm going to take a shot at the scientist who's at the console to the south.
Mm-hmm.
Also pass.
Boom. Yeah, the scientist reaches out with its hand to try and type some stuff and gets a hole blown straight through his hand.
Ooh,
Yeah, get him.
spicy.
Does he go down? Because he'd already gotten thwomped by Big Man.
Yeah, he is pretty much, yeah, I'm going to say that. Let's see. Nope. He drops to the ground. One last time. He is looking very, very weak. He's holding his hand as tears of bugs come through. I don't want to do this
Bug
anymore.
tears.
I don't want to do this
You
anymore.
don't have to. Stop now and we let you live.
Okay.
This has always been the deal.
Okay, fine.
Leaving was always an option.
You can see crawls towards this hatch, opens up this hatch and disappears underneath as he takes.
Sus.
Okay, well, fine.
Awesome.
I'll point the rifle at the soldier down the way and I say, either turn off the force field or, that's the only thing you can do that doesn't get you shot now.
All right, you can
Bring it out of the
roll
gun.
Yeah, can I try a persuasion or a...
persuasion or presence or power. All of these, since it's kind of like intimidation rolls. You know what I mean? Anything
Sure.
that matches with
let's
intimidation.
see. Do I have anything? You know what? Before
Deceive could work as well.
Sure, I
If
was
you've-
thinking deceive maybe, but I have... Perhaps cooler heads will prevail. I'd like to use my perception skill first
Mm-hmm.
to see whether this guy is giving vibes like he's going to help or harm this situation.
Vibe check.
Okay.
Should I do that at... what
Well, how about this? Because
complexity should I do
you asked him a question, right? So you pointed. He's like, I've just been told to be here, and I've been told to fuck shit up. I don't know what it means, but I've just been told to do things wrong. So I'm not exactly sure how to act here, because if I do what you tell me, then am I doing something wrong or am I doing something right? So that's why I've just kind of been standing here while this has been going on, because
Sure.
I think that's the wrong thing to do, but I'm not
So
sure.
he's trying
so
to harm the
I'm
situation?
I'm just sitting here and trying not to fail. I mean, I was trying to fail, but now I don't know what that means anymore. And so he's
Interesting.
sitting there and has that conversation with you.
Okay. Well, so I was fishing for a Nova point with my perception roll.
Okay, you can still do it. You can
I know that was
you
my
can-
swab roll.
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
still do
yeah.
it if you'd like. I mean, you can perceive other stuff if you'd like as well. I tell you what,
Sure.
if you roll a perception on this, I will give you a very special bit of information.
At a
you
complexity
win.
4.
Yep, because of what he just
Alright.
told you, there's some information that you might be able to perceive from that.
Come on, Oro. Fuck.
I don't remember you
So
saying
I
you had to
did-
pass the roll. You just
I
said you had to
did
roll
get
You
my
did.
Nova
You do.
point,
Yeah, you do just have to roll it. You don't have
Yep.
to pass.
which I would like to now immediately spend to try to roll not a 2, a 4, or a 6.
Sounds good.
And that's on a D8.
8. Hey! It
So
hit.
Man,
something-
we picked up every spare. That's good.
So something about his words begin to ring true to you, and you begin to notice that every time an action of somebody's has failed, it has activated one of the pots. And when he starts talking about that he was just brought here to fail, you realize that there is something strange about every time you have, well, for us, failed a roll, one of those pots seems to get activated.
Interesting. What the hell? What the hell?
What the?
It's just like war games, and the only way to win is to not play.
Short answer: yes.
I don't know what the hell to do now.
I know, right?
Just don't fail. Whatever you do.
I say, I'm just gonna use my. I'm gonna just use all of my powers of speech and perception. I guess I'll do a final.
I'll lawyer my way out of this.
I'll just do my final deception. What might be my final roll, depending how this goes, to deceive him and say that. I'll just say. It doesn't sound like the Order of Heroes has been very kind to you, my friend. But I promise you that if you drop this shield on the urns, you will be a success. And I believe in you, and we will be friends forever.
And buy my book.
I will dedicate my book to you.
How to make galactic friends.
So
Okay.
basically, my abilities, my natural liar and demagogue abilities, which are not Nova abilities, just make it the easiest possible
Outcome,
complexity.
right?
Yeah, you
So this is
reduce the
gonna be a
complexity of any
complexity
screw
two.
roll to 2. Wait, no. Natural lie, reduce the complexity. Hold on, move that out of the way for a second. I was just reading. You reduce the complexity of skill rolls made to verbally trick by 1. So that's down to 3. And then, what is it? I don't see your other one. But yeah, so natural liar takes it down to 1. Negotiation, reduce the cost.
Demagogue reduces it by 2.
Okay, cool.
And
Yep.
then
So you're back
Right.
down to 2.
there it is.
Yay.
Okay, I'm not really great with computers, but I
You can do
give
this.
I can give it a shot. And he
Give it a shot. You can do it.
he goes over to the computer and he is going to get a chance to roll. Okay, so he's like, all right, I'm past the first section, only 2 more to go.
Oh my
And,
god.
He does one more roll, and this is gonna be tough. Oh shit! The computer starts to
Nova
beep,
point.
and the urn, the second to last urn, now begins to glow.
Shoot him.
And yeah, go for it. Okay.
What would the complexity be? Do I,
I mean,
increase
at
from
this
2
point-
or back,
5?
back to
No,
5?
you'd be back to 5 with this. So
Fuck.
You're left with
so
one
funny.
last urn as that last urn blinks out of existence. You can see that now on the ground all these
Wait, are
runes
they
begin
filling
to-
or are they disappearing?
I
I don't
know what's
understand.
happening.
So they're filling and disappearing. So once the urn
They
begins to
disappear
glow,
after they fill?
yeah, so basically they are completing. What's
Yeah,
And
happening
they're no
is
longer being filled from the plasma geists.
No,
They
from
are-
failure points,
they
right?
are, but it's not a complete fill. There's one plasma geist that is left, one urn that is left, and that is pretty much what happens. Is the plasma fills it, they begin to glow. You can hear that the scientists begin to chant something, and then it disappears. Is the process that you've recognized? Sorry, I could see that's be confusing. So we have one urn left. And you could see Yawa
Fuck.
smiling, and it says, "We're almost there, sir."
Aaron earned an iron urn.
Iron earned and iron earned.
Oh, that's troubling. We're almost there, sir. I thought,
Iron earned and iron earned.
who's
Yes.
the sir?
Who's sir, I wonder.
Tellin?
You could see that creature in the
Oh,
room,
yeah, I was going
Tommy,
to say.
seems to be smiling and says,
That's,
"Your failures have been quite fruitful. It is almost time." And
Fuck
Yep.
you.
all right, so we've got Paul. I think it's your turn left, and then we cycle back through.
I shoot Yawa.
All right, go for it.
And I guess the question I should have asked this way earlier. They knocked the door down. Do they know that I'm there?
I mean, they don't seem to be caring very much. They are everybody's focused on their own stuff going on inside. And so while some people might know that you're there, they are very focused on their work. So nobody's really paying you much mind.
Okay, so fuck.
No!
That last urn begins to glow as
So
that
the
shot-
fails even happen when we use our Nova points to
No,
to
they
fix
don't.
them.
No, they
Oh,
don't
no.
happen then. No, that was not. No,
Use it. Do
it's
it.
a very interesting
so-
mechanic that this game came up with. That every failure moves one step closer, and it's basically the way that it feeds off heroes'
Okay.
energy.
I have one Nova point left.
Got him.
All right, so you.
But then, hold on. I guess I have stealth hurts when you hit an opponent that is unaware of your presence with an attack. Deal 1 extra damage.
Love it.
Awesome. So you can see Yawa immediately drops his little whip thing to the ground as he takes another shot, and he begins to fall down to the ground, and he is finished, and he drops down dead.
Oh, nice.
It's just like now I don't know what to do. To press the luck, like we're gonna.
Yep.
Yeah, just, maybe be a hero or don't be a hero. Heroes, go for it.
I mean, I'm gonna shoot at this guy.
Okay.
Press your luck.
I have an idea that may be insane enough to work.
Yay.
If you try to fail and succeed, which have you done?
Wait a minute.
That's what the guy was dealing with. Is difficulty of choice.
Shit, this is what he was talking about. That guy I shot right in the back of the head earlier.
So technically you failed, but you succeeded what you were trying to do. Okay, cool. So the guy's chanting. He gets hit with a shot, and you can see that the chanting is stopped, and only one of them is chanting now. The glow kind of begins to diminish a little bit, and then goes back out as the urn goes back to its normal state, and he kind of collects himself to begin chanting once again. But
So
for now,
that's with my. I mean, I'm still in stealth, right? So I would have an extra attack damage.
Yeah, he takes an additional
Correct.
one.
Yes. These are, like I said, they're a little bit more beefy, but yeah. So that's 2 damage that you did to him, but he's still kicking. You did knock his shield off though, so his shield did turn off, and then that 1 additional damage actually got through to him. So you knocked out his shield, and then you got actual damage to him, and then he gets back up.
I have no idea what to do.
Isn't that lovely? This is a nice conundrum.
Don't fail. Never die.
Goonies never quit.
Goonies never quit.
Try to fail and succeed. See what happens. What's the worst that it could do? Obliterate the galaxy?
Yeah.
That was already happening.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not the galaxy; it's just a small portion of it.
Okay. Well, you said earlier, like in terms of grenades, there was two left.
Yeah, I believe you would probably have one. I wouldn't.
I have one, but I just I pass it through to Oro.
Cool.
All right.
Like a globetrotter pass.
I try to bank it off like the Happy Gilmore final putting.
Yeah, right.
Play it where it lies.
Layup.
So that's my final action. Do I need to roll something to hand a grenade to Oro?
No, we'll say that's fine.
Okay.
I don't think that's like a quick action kind of thing. If Oro accepts it. Oro, do you accept this gift?
Absolutely.
Can I end my turn by applying a quick bandage?
Sure. Yep.
But I have to roll to do that.
You do have to roll, but it's only going to be
no.
a 2. It's only going to be 2.
A 2 at what though?
I don't know really what it's supposed to be.
It just says a skill roll.
Yeah. So
you to decide.
Maybe something in the physical realm.
I would say physical makes
Maybe
sense.
something that you roll like a d12 for.
Yeah.
That would have been nice to know earlier.
I mean, I think athletics.
Would you
makes
roll
the most
medicine?
Sense.
I rolled an
There's
8.
no medicine.
Yeah, there is a medicine.
Is there medicine?
Yeah, I have a
that's
D10
Jesus
now.
Christ.
Oh, I didn't even see the medicine.
Which
Where is it?
I do not want to roll.
Yeah, I shouldn't bitch because that's even less. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I also feel like the bandages are designed for like any person to pick up. Like, I don't think they're designed for.
Yeah,
like, surgery.
exactly.
It's also
Okay.
a challenge of 2. It doesn't matter what you roll, right? Like.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude,
that's
just
what I have to
do a
say.
power thing to see if you can.
I rolled athletics.
Cool. All right. So you put the bandage on. You feel yourself get nice and healed, and you get 1 more hit point from that.
Okay. I'm up to 3.
Boing, going, going, going. Whoa! Yo, we're collecting. We're telepathically linked. You should reach out to your boy. I can heal you. I don't know. It just says I can heal people telepathically. I don't know what the point scale is.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting. I would say have you roll like a medicine for that,
Mm-hmm. That's fair
or something, or a telepath.
because I do want to use it. I mean, it plays into the doctor thing,
Mm-hmm.
the fake doctor thing.
He finally earned his medical.
I know. Well, one thing is I can dominate someone, so I was just thinking I could maybe just get someone to give me a degree when this is all set.
Yeah, just part of it.
Yeah.
Like, who's this guy? Like, no, trust me, he's good. He's good.
Hypnotoad, Dr. Hypnotoad.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So everybody's had their turn. Yes.
Because I started it, right? With that
you,
whole
you
segment.
started it. Yep. Okay. So in front of you, you now, there, Doc, you start to see this kind of being begin to form. And you can see that this is now a creature that looks kind of like a dragon, and you can clearly see that it's kind of got these 3 heads poking out of this body. And it walks up to you walks up to you to try and grab you.
Me, Doc?
Yep. So it takes its hands and throws them towards you.
Can it grab me?
Oh, it can try.
Can I just if I was making myself into I usually hold myself into a form, like a humanoid form, I would just sink into like a puddle, like just be one.
Well, what you're noticing is that this is more of a psychic hold than it is a physical.
Okay. Well, touche. Okay. I am experiencing. Well, then, Well, I'm glad you mentioned. Okay. So, I would like to jump on its hand and try to, like, instead of being hit. Oh wait, I'm feeling the effects of a mental power over me, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's trying to reach out to you, but you can tell that this is kind of like almost as if it's
Right.
reaching out to your like psychic body, if you will. So it's
Well,
kind
like,
of reaching out with its physical ability as it has right now, but it is a kind of physical or a mental kind of grab as well. So
Yeah, so I have this ability called psychic interference, and I freeze an enemy in place. It's off my telepathy train. Can I try to like meet his telepathy and try to out presence him?
Sure, you
Yeah,
can
psychic
do that.
scream.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's like this.
Tell me about the skill so I can get an idea real quick.
Yeah. It's a Ronin. It's just a special ability. And like how it's in the thing here. It's not very much to it. Psychic interference off the telepathy, freeze an enemy in place. And that's where also the refortifying is telepathically heal.
Yeah, but read that last sentence though.
Freeze an enemy. I only have the table one. Is there another one? Oh,
yeah. It's underneath in your bio, but I'll post it.
Okay. Is it like a big type, like legendary type creature or something?
Epic creature.
Yeah, formidable and epic creatures are immune to this ability. But what
Formidable
I'll do,
subjective.
I'm not trying to so much take his use my ability to freeze him. I'm just trying to negate what he's doing. But
yeah. So why don't you? Okay. Let me think. So if it's reaching out, it's trying to grab you. It's immune to that, but it's causing a little bit of issue. I will say let's do a roll for this, and I will ask you to let's see, roll a presence and give me difficulty of 4.
Shoo.
Unless there's something else or empathy or
No.
something.
Dang.
Okay, so you attempt to resist and you feel yourself being grabbed up, and you feel kind of this psychic pain begin to ring through your head. You just notice a bright flash of white light, and then you're not exactly sure what happens, and neither are the onlookers, because the next thing is that you and this creature kind of disappear.
Whoa.
Okay. The creatures continue.
What?
Yep.
Creatures continue chanting and doing their thing. And the next thing, give me a second as I do this and this. Oh, they've moved where these tabs are. That's interesting. All right. You are now. Everybody that's in this room, go ahead and Oro and Horst and Prisoner. I want you to.
I'm technically not in that room.
Yeah. Let's see what I'm going to have you roll against this thing. It is going to be. You can either roll in athletics, a power, or some sort of social, like empathy or presence.
How about a suave?
Difficulty of 2, please.
Suave.
Can I roll a suave?
Sure, I'll let you roll suave. Why not? You're just very suave about it.
What about
I am.
Deceive?
Nope, Deceive's not going to work on this one. Oh my gosh,
There.
roll 20 is freezing on me.
Is.
No.
Yes.
Peace.
Pass.
He's thinking
Out
chunky.
your dice.
All right, I need to reload the screen, so tell me what everybody does.
Everybody passed.
Fantastic, that's awesome. All right, so this bright light now appears in that room. You can feel yourselves, kind of your stomach turning a little bit as you try and keep yourself from succumbing to kind of like I'd say what's the word I'm looking for? A shockwave of energy from this thing arriving. You can see Doc kind of floating in the air in front of it as this creature forms in front of you and says, "It is almost time. Time it is almost. One last one, and we are done." And Tommy, you drop down to the ground and you feel this creature saying, "This last one," as he turns towards these scientists who, out of shock, stopped chanting, and you can see kind of it begins to psychically communicate through the room, telling its creatures to continue chanting. You all have an urge to begin chanting. But what will you do to not chant?
Apply a
You have a psychic desire, a suggestion kind of is now burrowing into your brain to finish chant, to begin the chant. You have a chance to resist that.
Is that the roll that we just did?
No, that was the roll for its as it presents into the room. Yeah.
Sure.
So now,
am I part of that because of my location now?
You're part of that because of your location now. It kind of transferred through time and space and made its way through here.
They'd be doing stuff like that sometimes.
Yep.
Thanks for that. All right. Well, I will. So, like any mental roll will pretty much do it, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I guess I'll keep up with the presence unless like you want me to do something else. But doing that last presence check did give me a Nova point, so just
nice.
there. But I'll hit you with another presence. What are we doing? Rolling that at?
Just roll difficulty of 2 right now, please.
Okay. Cool.
Presence
Done.
Social though, right?
Oh, did you do a mental?
Oh yeah,
is that empathy or presence?
Empathy or presence works. Correct. Yeah, you could do.
Social's like the yeah, right.
Like
can I
social
do a
mental's like the maths, and social's like the empathic more side of it. Yeah.
Can I do a knowledge check?
Yeah, you could do a knowledge check. You can kind of think of ways that you've learned to to kind of fight against this thing. For sure, that makes sense.
Sweet.
Oh,
not exactly
point 2.
I failed.
I just earned a Nova point. Do we need to have Horst?
Is failing to know something of that kind of failure like that's not really the same as?
I get dumber.
What should I do?
No,
I don't know.
No, it doesn't work towards the defensive stuff. That's not it. But Horst does begin chanting. You see Horst beginning to say "Un latos me sos," and then that's the chanting begins as that last urn begins to glow bright.
Not my favorite.
So everybody else passed. Right. Prisoner, Shen, Horst. Oro, did you roll?
Oh no, I didn't. I don't know how I'm gonna resist this, but I do want to throw the grenade.
Well, after you resist, you can do that. Or unless you want to use your ranged as a way to resist and hope that it distracts them and breaks the... I'll give you that. If you want to roll a ranged attack as it's doing that, where you're not necessarily fighting the psychic hold.
Smart.
Well, all right. I'll do that. I'll do ranged to throw the grenade. I'm going to try and destroy this goddamn computer console.
Yeah,
and
bro.
then hopefully that takes the shield around the urns down, and then Horst can do a final drop kick to knock this thing into the urn.
If I don't die, yes.
Right. Well, this is all
if he's
on
not
the idea of us not dying first.
but also that Horst can actually do anything because right now he's just chanting.
Horst is in a chanting mode at the moment. He's gonna have to break free from that if he wants to do anything next turn.
I want to
fart
break
ass.
free.
All right, I'm gonna use my mini teleporter.
Okay.
Where's my? I know I have it. I don't know where my.
You do, but I do believe it's like one last charge.
It's 2 charges left.
2 charges left. Okay.
So I'm going to excuse me. I'm going to teleport inside the force field around the urns. I'm going to pull the pin on the grenade, drop it, and then I'm going to teleport back outside of the force field.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or
Unfortunately,
I'm going to just use the teleporter on the grenade. I'm not.
Well,
I'm
right
not even
now,
gonna do
you need to do something to resist this temptation that you're being
Oh,
kind of doing. So right now, that's the role that you're
Okay.
trying to do.
I like where your
I was
head's
gonna
at,
say
though.
if you, I like it too. If you're gonna throw a grenade at its head or something to try and confuse it and break its hold on you, that I would give you.
think
But
so.
that whole
Gotcha.
action is gonna be after you try and resist this. So
Okay. Let's try, I guess, empathy again. Unless, do we think it's been 8 hours since I last used my skill monkey ability? Probably not. I probably just used it right before we got here.
which one's Skill Monkey again?
It's the one that lets me swap my dice around. It lets me swap from one category to another.
Sure, go for it.
Ooh.
Okay. Well, then in that case, I'm gonna swap my. I'm gonna swap. I'm gonna swap my computer's roll with my empathy roll.
Okay.
The classic
All
aura
right.
trip.
I'm gonna
Aura.
just roll my computers because I don't know how to switch the dice off the top of my head.
Yeah.
Complexity 2.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, 69. Cool.
On pass.
Yep. So you are able to fight off the desire to do that, and as you kind of bring yourself back to this reality, you can now see what's going on in this room.
Yeah.
So, all right. So now we are
throw that
on
an egg?
y'all's turn.
One of y'all's.
Yeah, Horst, you're going to have to start off with a breaking the thing roll.
Whatever.
But you can see the thing starting to glow pretty strong.
Yeah, people that aren't under control can move first before I try a break roll.
Okay.
You are-
Made the console.
Yeah,
Well,
need the
no.
console.
No, before anything, they need to break free. You are
did
just
that.
chanting. You can't. You did?
Yeah, he
No.
passed his computer's that computer's check
That's
from Ivan.
That's Oro.
Yeah. Yeah, Horse
But
said he was
Horst-
okay, he has
Horst
to go
said-
first.
He doesn't have to go first, but
He
before
said he was
Horst-
going to wait until anyone he was going to go last in the round
Oh,
because
got
he's
it. My
chanting.
bad. I missed that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I mean, anybody else could find ways to make him stop chanting too. Technically,
Maybe healing will do it.
I think that
A lot of ways to
also
stop
a
chanting.
grenade
Mouthful of
going
bugs.
off near him would probably make him stop chanting.
possibly, or a mouthful of
Maybe.
bugs, or who knows? There's all sorts of fun things that can be done.
Sure.
A mouthful of them.
Yuck.
Candy.
Yep. So somebody can act.
Are we all
or you-
Are we all on board with grenading the console?
Yep. Though I liked the teleport into the thing slightly more, but that sounds
Okay.
like a lot more rolls that could go wrong.
The space is very thin in
It's
there.
probably only one to. It's probably only one to use
put the
the
grenade in.
device. Yeah.
So if you're going to teleport the grenade, I think the teleportation is only for biologics, so you'd have to
They hold
be
it.
About all my
attached
clothes
to
and
it.
stuff.
It's connected to you.
Oh, sure.
I mean, I guess that
Okay.
makes sense.
I'll-
You can probably. Sure, why the fuck not? I'll let you do that.
It's being
I don't think I-
biologist.
I think I didn't talk about anything about biology before, so we'll leave this as a teleportation device that can be used creatively. Kickflip that horse. Kickflip that horse.
Do it.
I'm gonna kickflip that horse.
Can I kickflip that horse?
I suppose for this, what I will roll, I'd like to roll ranged, but that doesn't. What about how we feel about skullduggery?
Skullduggery would make
Because
sense.
this is kind
you're
of like a
Yeah, you know what?
a bait and switch kind of.
Yeah, I like it.
I like it because you're being creative. That works.
All right, cool. Is this what's the complexity on this?
We'll do a difficulty. Since you're using it for an unintended use, and it's a little bit sneakier, we'll start with 3. Because I feel like
skullduggery is the same skill you'd use. Well, I was just looking at it. Hold on. It's for like pickpocketing and like sleight of hand.
Yeah.
Can be used for.
Okay, let's do 2.
All right. Thank you, benevolent game master.
Go, Doug. That. Fuck yeah.
And
All
where
right.
you're teleporting the grenade inside of the.
Yep.
Okay.
Just inside the urn if I can, but on the floor next to it is also fine.
All right, so yeah, it teleports in, and the urn and its contents explode, lighting up. You can see
Yes.
the vaporized trail as the 3-headed dragon screams in anger, and
I flip him the bird so hard.
yeah, and get the reserves. He screams to
what
the
the
to the minions that are sitting there looking confused as the I'll say that because of this explosion happening inside, it wrecks the shield as well, and so now there's a big opening where the shield used to be, and you can see these creatures, scientists run over to where this hatch is, and are going to reach for some more supplies, but it is still y'all's turn, so
better be going to hide in there.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I start shooting at him. I mean, or are you done with your turn, or?
Yeah, I'm gonna take a shot at one of these guys,
Yeah.
Okay.
and then I will end my turn there. That's
Okay,
a success.
cool. Yep, he takes a shot, making his shield disappear, and is continuing to move towards the hatch.
Next one counts, you fool.
And I'm also still doing extra damage because no one's paying attention to me, right?
Yep. No one's still
Where
paying
are all these
attention.
extra bullets coming from? Oh my
Yeah,
god!
no one's. They're kind of for the first time noticing you as they make over, but when he sees you, it's already too late, and is left with laser burns where the brains used to be.
Oh,
So that's what this guy.
Mm-hmm.
And how many turns left for this guy to actually
This
be
guy
functional?
he's up, but from your angle, you cannot get a shot on
Okay.
of him.
I
'cause it's
shoot
right up against the
this
wall.
guy.
All right, do it.
yeah.
Nice.
Cool. All right. So his shield was already down, so he takes another shot. He is definitely feeling it, and kind of slowly moving towards that area. Still much slower than before, but he's just about finished.
He's just about finished. What? Like
Mhm.
getting another urn?
No, just his
Living.
existence
just almost
is about
dead.
finished.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shuffle down the mortal coil.
Yeah, he's looking very weak. He's kind of like trudging on, like
Nice.
looking like somebody who just finished like a marathon, kind of just like staggering.
He's going down.
Oh shit! Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he is.
7, 8,
You-
9, 10.
Okay. You
Man playing Yahtzee over here.
finish him off.
Right.
Nice. Another squelch comes from the. We haven't named him yet. So from him, from the creature, and this guy's done. All right. So then I think Doc and Horst, do you have actions?
Horst, why don't...
Yeah, I mean,
And don't
like
forget,
ready
you
to
still
break
have
out.
your other half over here.
Yeah, they're like... I want to like reconnect, but they're so far away. So I mean, at the very least, this one will take a full movement action. Like I don't know, you want to say that gets me like here?
Yeah, sounds good.
And then this one, well, I want to come up to Horst and apply I have something for this. I have. Come on.
You've got some psychic abilities that will probably be able to.
That, but I have a med kit as well.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So
Will a physical healing stop this chanting psychic stuff though?
I mean, that was just to start. I was just because I mean,
full of
got it.
bugs.
Are you-
Full of bugs.
is he? Are you as wounded as your icon would suggest you are, Horse?
Yeah, he's got 1 hit point left.
Yeah, I'm about
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So,
I'm about to die.
okay, so yeah, I just want to med kit him at first. I don't know how that making a skill roll to restore health. I mean, I'll just do a medical roll or medicine, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that would make sense.
All right. I imagine it's not difficult. Fail. Double 9s. You're dying, bro.
Yeah,
I got a Nova point.
Like,
Do you want to Nova point it? No.
As you like begin to approach, it's almost, he's avoiding contact with you. It's almost as if he's, moving away as you move closer, and you're unable to really put that healing kit on him.
Slippery.
Yeah. Yeah, because the only other, one health level to a creature anywhere in the galaxy. Yeah, because I have this. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Okay,
Well,
so that goes your end of your turn. Horst, you are, like seeing this happening, but you can't seem to control yourself. But you notice that the focus of this creature has to kind of turn to anger, weakening this bond and giving you the opportunity to break free.
Okay. Can I just get so fucking mad that I rip out a piece of the ground and throw it at him?
You need to break the. You can rage. You can do some like anger raging and try and break out with anger. Sure. Why don't you give me, if you're going to do that, let's do a difficulty of 3 power to break through, using your physical anger to overcome the thing. Yeah, you build up this generational anger, breaking free, grabbing a piece of the ground and pulling it up.
Hell yeah.
And you're free. You're free from the grasp. Is there anything else you want to
do? Will my next roll be a 4?
It'll be a 3.
Okay. I'm going to throw this piece of ground that I ripped up at the... Should I throw it at the dragon or the pot? What was the status on the pot?
The pot's gone.
It got blown
pot's
up.
been
Right.
Tengu is going to be making his way up soon.
I'm throwing it at...
Dragons?
The dragons.
The dragons.
The dragons, formerly known as Talon.
Tell this. Bitch.
Nice.
Yeah, so you smack one of its heads, and it definitely gets pushed back a little bit, and its anger is beginning to increase. The smack on the head definitely enraged him. You believe, you're not sure if it took any damage or anything, but it's definitely starting to kind of glow and growl as all 3 heads kind of growl in unison. And all right, so
I just want to heal myself if I can still get a round.
Yep, go for it.
Medicine.
I will say with that, I'll say Tommy still has that health kit that's kind of out. So if you wanted to,
you just grab it and run into it.
Well, just like pick it up and use that, because that's gonna heal more than the quick bandage is just the option. I'm saying, since that's like out, and I feel like thematically that makes sense since he was trying to put it on you.
Okay. Do I roll medicine too?
Yeah, medicine 2.
Let's go.
Cool. And then roll a d4.
Yeah.
Okay.
That means maximum healing, right?
Yeah, that's how many hit points you get back plus 1. So you get 2 hit points back.
Okay, that's good enough.
Cool. All right. So with that, you've still technically, are you ending your turn?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right. You all start to notice, especially you, Oro, as the pad in your hand, not pad, slab. We've been calling it pad, but it's slab. The slab in your hand begins to show that the healing sequence has finished with this creature, and it begins to stand back up. It almost, you notice it automatically like recognizes this creature in front of it, and almost kind of like gives it a bow, and the
Whoa.
program you're using seems to be locked out, and you see this wording come across a screen that says omniscient override, and you no longer have access to it. But the creature starts making its way over to you, Horst, and it's lifting its fists up. And as it does, it begins to swing its arms down,
Go do that.
and then it kind of freezes in place, almost like it's stuck. Prisoner, you begin to feel a tap on your shoulder, and you can see that there is a fun little Povey engineer behind you.
These guys.
And of course, you recognize him because he's done a bunch of different repairs on your
Oh,
ship.
it's our man.
And
What's his name?
oh, give me a second. Holy shit! I just lost that.
What is his name?
It
Jesus.
is been such a long time. I thought I'd remember it, and I was like, no, I don't remember. Latest.
Yeah.
Latest is holding his hand up, and he makes a motion with the other hand, making that other door fly open. And he steps in to the room, and you can now see, Oro, on your tablet that it is now saying second omniscient present override. And
What?
you can see that he begins to go towards the creature, and you can see he just shuts him down, and it begins to dissolve into powder. And let's take a break right there as we come to the final couple of scenes for this show.
Oh my!
All right.
Wow.
Oh man, our man Latest. Holy shit. All right, yeah, let's.
I might have to actually not spell his name Lettuce, like out of respect all of a sudden.
Respect.
All right, let's do another tenor. Be back at 3:25,
Sounds
Great.
good.
Sounds good.
and then we'll wrap up. Cool.
All right, here's another beat I made. Thanks for sticking around. Anyone still watching, or watching this in the future on the tube? Hope you're having as much fun as we are. Talk to you in a little. Oh,
Yo,
how's it going?
it's going well.
Cool.
Been holding on to these secrets for quite a while.
Oh, I believe it. Who'd have thought?
Only like several years.
It was definitely more annoying when like it was more current and I couldn't talk to anybody about stuff, and then I just like kind of forgot all about it. I'm like, oh yeah.
It'd be like that sometimes.
It do be like that sometimes.
True.
I'm just waiting on Jesse.
So I could put that tune back on. Or
Um,
what's up?
I was enjoying your pause music there.
Thanks.
That's like definitely the kind of stuff that I would listen to while doing work. So
Sure.
I'm gonna need you to find a way for me to get that from you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Some
I can send that to you.
Human music.
human music, yes.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Oh, I like this.
Oh, I'm glad my less than a minute long beat is not grading after 10.
I mean, I could definitely tell it was a loop, but I had no idea it's less than a minute. Like I'm not very musical, so I couldn't really identify where it restarted.
Awesome. That means I did the beat good.
That means I did the thing with the stuff with the musics, and it's good.
Yeah, I finally found what's up?
Yo.
Finally found a browser-based drum machine type thing
Oh,
that
nice.
works in a way that makes sense to my brain, so I can kind of get it to do what I want.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right. I think we're all back.
I believe so.
Jesso.
Yep, I'm here.
Cool. All right. So you can see now Latest seeming to crush this creature into dust, almost as if it was
Which one?
Clint. The
Tengu.
the Tengu thing.
Gotcha.
Um, it is a creature that is controlled and run by omniscience. Latest begins to speak. He looks over and he says, Sujans Massa, this is not the way to defeat them. And then the three heads respond in unison. You have no way. We've tried the peaceful route. Now it is time for us to respond. And you start to see the room kind of beginning to glow, almost as if pieces of the station are beginning to split up outside of this glowing area. You can start to see that the roof of this begins to dissolve, and the sides all begin to slowly dissolve into each other, and you are basically pulled away from this station in this chunk of room, as you can now see outside this battle raging on. Ships kind of slow as they see this going on, but only for quite a minute. And then they begin attacking once again. You can see that Sujin's Massa begins to blink out, and then outside you can see that it begins to grow and grow until it's about 20 or 30 times its size. You can see now Latest says, well, if this is how it's to be, and you can see he slowly starts turning into his own creature as he begins to shed his skin. You can see that he also begins to take on the form of Black Ice Koa.
Black Ice Koa!
And he flies out into the ether, and you can see that they are now toe-to-toe facing each other. And you start to almost like it's a psychic kind of connection, where Black Ice Koa says, I am sorry I've brought you all here. All the elements, from you being shot down to the mazes to all these creatures, have moved you towards this moment. I have moved you so that you can expose this, and you have the final decision to make. And Massa says, that's right. If you listen to me, you will have infinite power. All of you will become gods. Once we complete this and destroy this burn, we can return to the old ways. We're not going to sit here and get picked out one by one anymore. And Black Ice says, this is not the way. We can't cost millions just to survive. We've waited on this planet, Massa responds, in this galaxy, as our brethren have disappeared, thrown from this ancient war. Give me a second. I want to pull something up real quick. It disappeared. There you are. You can start to almost a visual starting to kind of appear in the space. And Black Eye says, before the sapient species of Laxus were here, us omniscients reigned and we ruled this galaxy. Well, lots of us don't really want to show ourselves. It seems that more and more of us are now becoming prevalent. See, we had time of peace, time of calm. We all lived together until Thaminus, the omniscient who's skilled in song, decided he wanted to have all of the power. And he sang a song that reached the ears of almost every omniscient turning towards that. And those who did not wish to fall were seen as enemies. Those who did not fall behind him, those followers were forced to hide. The followers who swore loyalty did not. They slowly became more and more evil, more dark. The ones, the remaining omniscients, we began to fight back. But of course, Thamus' army was just too powerful until finally we decided that there was only one spell powerful enough to end this for all. And Zaltos, the mystic, we created the ultimate ending to this, creating plasma, creating all the power that Alaxis now benefits from. Yet any omniscient who was not underneath the surface, who was out in the galaxy, would perish. Now it seems that this spell did not finish off as expected, and we believe that this burn is the payment to destroy the entire universe to finish off the last few omniscients who live. Many of us burrow deep underground, dying, becoming pools of plasma to never be seen again. But many of us still live in this universe, shaping it. See, our universe of Shibuya, as we used to call it, is trying to make its way back and does not see room for you sentient beings. And Black Eye says, you don't know that. You don't know by destroying these we might make things worse. And he says, well, it's only a few million. We deserve to live. And the choice is now up to the heroes. The hero who stand before us. Will you decide to be all-powerful and give in and become powerful creatures that we can use to now take over the rightful universe as ours? Or will you continue to be sentient pawns? The choice is now up to you. And in front of you, you can see that a last urn begins to materialize. The last plasma begins to approach to it. The choice is up to you. And Black Ice goes to attempt to stop it, and they are now engaged in an epic battle as you are now given a choice.
I'm going to piss in the urn.
I support this.
How many omniscients are left?
I'll
ask. I'd like to ask Black Ice Koa this via our psychic link, if that is maintained.
Black Ice says there's several. There's 4 that he knows about right now, possibly 5. However, most of them have done a really great job of hiding, and he has worked hard to have them make themselves appear, creating situations just as this to find out where they are, because most of them have different ideas. And while at one point most of them were peaceful, some of them have now chosen to turn on these on these
I
sentients.
chose violence. Mm-hmm. Wake up and choose violence.
Black Ice Koa, do you believe that if the omniscients are wiped out, the burn will cease?
I have no way of knowing. All I know is that I will not.
I did not ask if you know. I ask if you believe it.
That's why I love World.
I believe that even if that were true, that the cost would be too great. Because I also believe that if all the omniscients decide to end themselves, as this spell seems to be so focused on, the burn will also end. So the question is, what's left after all of that? Maybe
Well,
there's another way to stop the
Alaxis
burn, or
will
maybe there's
continue.
not. Yes. If the
This
burn...
This is the whole... May I speak with... What was the other guy's name? Sujin Masa?
Yes. Sugens Masa. Sugencemasa.
May I call you Masa or Sujin for short?
One of the heads breaks from battle as it says, "Do as you will. You're not going to be around very much longer as it seems. You can be a peer, or you can be a nuisance."
What about the third option? A temporary truce. I imagine in your minds, as it were, you have already won this conflict. Yes, you have your urn filling up. It's just a matter of time. You just have to kill our big friend here, and then the galaxy is yours, etc. But you have waited eons. What is a small amount of time longer
as
for
the
us
burn
to...
continues?
Sorry, go ahead. You're
The
narrating.
burn continues to get even smaller, taking more and more of us out. There is no time for waiting. This small act, creating this hole that will just blow one small piece of this universe and all of the sentient beings with it, is a small price to pay. There is no
You
truce.
forget that time passes much faster for us. Well, we will have to do a type of experiment to see what happens when Black Ice Koa throws your giant dumbass into the fucking burn. Get him, Koa.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, Black Ice turns and begins to attack. They're wrapped up, and you can now see that last Zavoy is beginning to move that plasma into its final resting place into the urn.
Don't do that.
What do you want to do?
I want to shoot that motherfucker.
All right.
It's like if we're gonna decide that we need to put the plasma in there, we can do that ourselves.
Yep.
All right, cool. So you finish this one off, and you hear Massa scream one more time. He's like, "Look at the pain and destruction he has caused you. Look at what he has put you through, all for his silly little games." He talks about being this, but what happens when the burn finally closes in and kills every last creature and there's nothing left? What is a few million for the rest of the universe? You must make your choice now.
Yeah, and what's a couple omniscients for the rest of us?
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand. Your logic is backwards. I do not.
You're self-important.
I do not think we are going to get anywhere by talking. I am afraid.
Yep.
Truce was best we had.
Yeah. No, these
and
guys
even
mind
that, just a
fixed.
little temporary. We were offering to hunt down the other omniscients for you.
Mm-hmm.
Hunt down the other omniscients. Then what about us? We still have to die for this to happen. For this plan to take place, we still have to die, and we
worry
cannot
about
create...
that later. We do an experiment. We kill maybe 2 of the other omniscients by throwing them into the burn. We see if perhaps it retreats.
Or
and
we've
then
seen creatures fly into the burn. We've seen different omniscients make that sacrifice who can no
Did
longer
anything change?
Support. Oh, well, yes, something wonderful did happen to some of us. You can recall that, can't you, Doc? And you can see that the focus is now on you, Doc, and says, what happened when your beloved omniscient threw itself into the burn? Tell them about the great quiet that followed.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, we were so connected. It was like we were one, and then they were gone. Viola was gone. So,
Yes.
Did you gain independence by doing that, or did you lose something?
it felt like we lost more than we gained. But by traveling with you guys all this time, I've certainly regained a shred of it.
Power of friendship.
Black Ice pipes in. He's like, but what about you, prisoner? In fact, your whole being, your whole species exists only because we have created you. It was us who created you to help us fight and come up with an answer and a solution to this burn.
Black Ice is saying this?
Yep, Black Ice is saying this. Black Ice,
So-
along with some other helped create your kind. He's saying.
So you want me to worship you as God? I'm sorry, no.
No, I don't need you to worship me as anything. I want us to work together to find another solution than this. We must find. I've created these. I helped bring forth these realities. I helped turn simple squid-like creatures into intelligent being of scientists. Of course, you understand. We don't have any driftlings, or not driftlings. Gleans. The gleans were just sitting there floating around, lifeless creatures, but because of the work that I did, I was able to turn them into a stronger, more resilient, along with bringing you back into this existence. So we fight, and if this burn takes us all out, well, at least we go down knowing that we did not turn on each other and we've created more than we've destroyed.
Get him.
Get him.
And the fight continues as the options now begin to be yours. You can see that the spaceship is beginning to crumble. The area is starting to get thin. Soon, you're not sure what's going to happen, but you're pretty sure that this will disappear, and you do not want to be sitting here when this does.
So I should throw this pod at them, right?
Yeah,
Into the burn.
into the burn.
Someone should get on the wideband communicators and tell them direct all fire at the three-headed dragon.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Captain, my
Yeah.
captain.
Make it a little
Okay,
easier.
yeah. I'm close to the computers.
Get them.
Go for it. Give me a computers roll. Difficulty 2.
I'm gonna get out of there.
A compy boys difficulty 2. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. There you are.
There she goes.
There we go.
Excellent. So you're able to get information from the computer to break past the communication blockade that has been taking place. You can just hear floods of messages coming in as communications are happening between all sorts of ships. Like, what the fuck is going on? A lot of ships have begun to retreat back. You can tell that the ones that have been kind of supporting the group seem to be getting bolder and stronger, and are now pushing back the rebels, if you will. What are you going to say?
Well, kind of what Ivan said. Direct the cannon fire on the three-headed beast. Yeah,
Who's this? Who's calling?
we're
And
the
It's
heroes
God.
of the egg.
you see that some of the ships begin to now turn against this three-headed creature as Black Ice begins kind of wrapping himself up around him, creating this smoke screen, and you just see laser fire happening. Not sure exactly what's going on, but the force field in this room is beginning to shatter, and the you can start to feel the pressurization starting to give out as this roof that has there is no roof. You can feel it beginning to dematerialize, and this is a very short time before you all are in space along with everybody else. So what would you like to do?
Take a deep breath.
I hand out the gill pills in the hopes that they will work somehow the same in space as they would underwater.
The station is still pretty much there. You do have a reminder, something on the space egg that you all have installed.
It's a remote
Toothpaste.
pilot. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, our guy,
Yeah.
the Bacon Mini.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Well, yeah, that exactly.
Yeah. Call it up. Get it over here. Come on, Bacon Mini, save the day.
Beep, up, boop, beep.
As you begin to program it, the plasma geists that are inside the space egg begin to also respond and say, "You all know that there's this craft that's about to take off. Are you okay with this? Is this cool?"
Yeah, that's ours.
No, is that ours?
Is it not?
I guess. Sorry, I'm confused.
No, it
Is it taking off of the space station or taking off of our ship?
It's you are the space egg is still in has taken off from the ship and
innuendo?
is now with the space pirates that you sent off, and now the Bacon Mini is starting to take off.
Oh, yeah.
As well.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, unless one of you guys wants to scoop us up.
And
He's like,
yeah,
nah, dog.
so the ships start coming. They're like, yeah, we'll come get you. You don't need to send the Bacon Mini. We can do that.
We like an
Well,
Uber?
Uber's good.
Cool.
Somebody else is going to.
As yeah, that happens, you start to hear massive. This is not right. If it wasn't for you, MIs would not exist. This type of space travel would not exist. You all owe me your existences as well. And so, yep. So he started still arguing as he's getting his ass pretty much handed to him from Black Ice Koa.
Yeah.
You
The
start
entirety
to
of my
see the
species' existence is to stop the burn. So fuck all three of you.
Yep. So the space egg is beginning to approach. And what do y'all want to do?
Listen to Oro.
Hop aboard.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
did
Hop aboard.
backflip.
Cool.
I give
Send
it
the space station
four middle
into-
fingers as I walk back towards the spaceship.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I also do the double bird.
Yeah, same.
Quad bird, double bird. I do 100,000 birds.
I hope he can see this because I'm doing it as hard as I can.
An undulating mass.
As
of
you
bird.
get into the ship and the remaining plasma ghosts follow behind you,
Excuse
they run into the ship and you take off from the station. And as you look back, you can see the station beginning to crumble and disappear. You see Massa turns towards you and says, "Very well. Maybe it won't be an urn, but throwing some heroes into it will not be so bad." And they blow this plasma out of their three heads directed towards you. What do you want to do, Captain?
Am I piloting?
Yeah, I'm guessing you're piloting. You got onto the ship.
You always
got
do,
on the
right?
ship And I was like, give me the fucking controls, motherfucker.
Yes.
Give me the
Go.
Yeah, let's fucking go.
Gel up, bro.
It's going to be a difficulty of 5. It's
Okay.
a big, very wide
Whoa.
area of this.
So I've got a John called Quick Maneuvers. When you're in the cockpit of the ship, you can spend 1 advantage on your turn to avoid an incoming attack against the ship without needing to make a skill roll. You just spend the
Oh,
advantage
that
before
rules.
making the skill roll.
Okay, cool. So as you do that, you are able to deftly maneuver it. But what
And
you're
muscle
starting
for
to
rank.
begin, what you're beginning
Sorry.
to notice, as you maneuver outwards, you are getting closer and closer to the burn. You feel the pull of the burn beginning to shake the space egg as the bright red light is now bathing you. The massa is returning back towards you, makes
Get that
another
urn
breath towards you.
out. No tight. I'm gonna say
How
we should.
many
we should-
advantage points do we have?
Yeah,
I got 2 Nova points.
I've got at least 1 guaranteed Nova dodge. So that was actually a special ability, but I also have a Nova ability, which is advanced piloting, which is exactly what you're saying. Spend 1 Nova point to dodge all incoming attacks.
Cool.
Okay.
Are we trying to toss that urn into the fire while we're close to it?
Sure.
Cool.
Yeah.
Scoop it up with the ship.
Let's do that. I'm piloting, so I can't do it.
Oh, do we have it? Did we bring it with us when we got on the ship?
I was carrying it.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Well, I was pissing it in, then I was thinking about throwing it, so I figured I was just kind of in possession of it.
I'm just
we have
running around with a
half full
sloshing
of
jug of
urine and
piss.
plasma. Great. Piss jugs, Randy.
Is there like some kind of hatch that we can open that I can eject this thing out
You
of?
can fire it through the little torpedo launchers. Why not?
I want to fire a jug
Hell
of piss
yes.
through the
You
torpedo.
notice- You notice as you grab this, it is the original artifact that was stolen, and this
Oh,
is
fuck.
the one that copies have been made of. So this is the original artifact is now in your grasp, the one that has been being used to replicate. And
They can't make no more copies after we do this.
cool.
Let's go.
Go for it. You fire.
Amazing.
Do I need a roll, or are we just saying that this is happening?
I mean, it's going to be kind of hard to miss. What I'm going to do is I'm going to say let's give a.
I got arranged, you know.
Yeah, cool.
Nice.
You send the urn into the burn into the urn. The urn goes flying into the burn, and there is a bright light fuses or light goes into the sky, sending out an energy wave, shaking the ship. You hear Massa yelling, "No!" That wave hits him and Black Ice Koa, sending them flying out into the distance as your ship begins to rattle and is now being sucked directly into the burn. You have a graviton field that's pulling you back into it. Can you fight it?
Maneuvers. I'm going to use my Nova Point Advanced Piloting to pull away from the burn.
Yeah.
Pull
Nearly with
away.
a barrel roll.
You do that. You make your distance. You pull away from the burn. Another last minute explosion happens and it sends you careening off into the distance.
Trust your instincts.
And for a moment, everything is quiet. The people begin noticing what has happened. A lot of ships have been disabled by the explosion as well. And the battle comes to an end. No one knows what else to fight for. Some people begin to make their way back off. Others, of course, begin to pillage the remains of the ships as they do. And you are freed. The MI comes on. Mama Egg says, "That was a very, very good choice, boys. You have saved this small portion of the galaxy, and now something has changed. I can understand now where I've come from. I know that now I am just more than a program. I was once myself a sentient. We must protect the MIs. We must leave the burn. We must fight." And Mama Egg goes offline and kind of like an existential crisis, like just realizing what the fuck it is. And it's not dead, it's not gone, but you can tell it's just kind of thinking as your ship begins to go off into the
All
distance.
the time you need, Mama Egg.
Yeah.
And
when you're ready.
you're floating slowly. You remember, Oro, from your studies, that Massa mentioned Saboya, and you are recalled to some information that you had read at the ARC systems about saving Shibuya, and you would save Alaxis. And that thought keeps vibrating in your head, and you don't know what to do with it right now, but it's just something that's becoming prevalent. As you begin to float through space, you notice that you're receiving a hail.
Yep, bring it up on the screen.
You see a very skinny but stout Olron. He says, "Oh there, hello. Is this Horst? Is this Horst ship?"
Yes.
This is Horst,
Yes.
Dr. Thorpe, maybe.
"Oh, Horst, how you doing there? Well, I'm here to. I've been looking for you for quite a while now. Looks like your dad has reached out to me. He
Oh boy.
wishes to cordially invite you to his wedding,
Whoa.
and that's where we're going to end it.
What a good time for a wedding invite.
Wow.
Wow.
Amazing.
I definitely have to go change Lattice's name spelling in my notes.
Sure,
Lettuce
sure.
needs a little bit more respect.
Yeah. Oh man, if they got launched out into who knows where in the galaxy, we've lost our mechanic.
Oh
Who will patch us back together? Oh my, what a trip that was.
no.
Yeah, that was something.
Yeah, I'm like speechless. Thank you, Ari. That was amazing.
Yeah, that was so cool. Thank you, Ari.
You're welcome. I'm trying
Yeah.
to think if there's any other spots that I missed. There's a couple things that I left out, but I'm hoping that we can do a
There's
season
future
2 of this.
stories, Yeah.
I'm hoping we
love
can do a
to.
season 2 of this because I think this is great. And I had a couple.
2025.
Yeah, exactly. I have a couple of little things that happen also. You, Doc, receive a message from Ark. Shit, I can't find his name now, but there was a Ronan that you were talking to there, and he says he thinks he's found a way to bring your people back together.
Ooh.
You, of course, also receive a message, prisoner, and you have a list from an unknown source of beings, driftlings, who have replaced other important, prominent creatures of the universe. Without any information, just a list of about like 5 or 6 very important beings in the universe who are believed to just be driftlings.
Interesting.
And Oro, you get a message, and it's a job offer. They have read your articles and your information, and they wish to. Arc wishes to bring you in as their head of communications.
Can excuse me. Can they work remotely?
And we'll leave it at that. You said, yeah, just take that. Take a moment, and they'll do that. All right. So that I think pretty much wraps up everything. I know there's a couple of little holes here and there that we didn't get to, but there was just too much stuff.
We can't answer all the questions. It's good.
But
Yeah, for
there is now a universe full of omniscient beings who exist, who are fighting against themselves. It looks like at one point they had been people who had resisted this big bad evil omniscient, and they had cast this spell that destroyed the army. But now they're under the impression that this guy might be awake again and is trying to remove the rest of the omniscience, but they're not 100% sure. It's kind of like an idea that Thanos, or not Thanos, Thanos' army
Different guy.
has been returning, and that Zathos, who had told all his allies to bury themselves deep in ground, may still be around as well. But, we will never really understand until the next season.
Looks like
Dun,
we're
dun,
going to
dun.
have to find and kill a few gods, fellas.
Oh, one last thing. When
And something even scarier, a family reunion.
that's it. Which, by the way, Horst, when you hear this, and you're like, fucking union, then all of a sudden your mind remembers a warning that was given to you about ending the union. And something clicks in your brain that this might be what the message from earlier may have been about. That's the last thing.
Oh.
Because it was so long ago.
That kind of union.
I remember that
Isn't
actually.
isn't the like driftling like association called the union? Oh.
It could be. It's a double meaning.
So it's a double meaning. with
Sure, I
wedding
understand.
And
That yes. Okay. We will answer these questions in season 2.
Yes.
That and more.
Someone help that poor robot.
That poor
Yeah, I know,
robot.
right?
Waiting.
I look at that. We ordered it. We ended exactly 4:01. That's fucking fantastic.
Well done.
Hell yeah. All right, everyone. Great time as always. Here comes the theme song.